Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. It was another exciting weekend in the NFL playoffs. In the AFC Divisional round, the Broncos beat the Bills in controversial fashion, 33-30, while the Patriots defeated the Texans 28-16. Over in the NFC, the Seahawks routed the 49ers 41-6, and the Rams were able to pull out a dramatic overtime victory versus the Bears in Chicago 20-17. On the ice, the Columbus Blue Jackets got another win under coach Rick Bowness. They beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in a shootout 4-3. The basketball Buckeyes hosted UCLA over at the Shot and won 86-74. John Mobley Jr. led all scorers with 28 points. The Bucks will play again tomorrow night against Minnesota. Coverage will be right here at the Fan, tip-off at 6:30. This update was sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Monday. Good morning, go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Hello, Tyvis.
Hello. Happy MLK Day.
Yes, happy Martin Luther King Day to all who celebrate, which is all of us.
Why are we here?
Yeah, why are we here? We should
Well,
have a day off for this.
I mean, I should have definitely took the day off, but that just doesn't, that's just not in my nature, you know?
Well, we should all take the day off to celebrate Dr. King because obviously his legacy is immense. We have fun facts about Dr. King all day long on the show. Something that we're going to have to figure out because I didn't plan that, but we should. We should have done that. That would be a good thing for us to do.
So this is mine and Tyvis's first full year as full-timers here at the Fan. What, if we don't get MLK Day off, what national holidays do we get off?
Juneteenth.
We don't get Labor Day off either because it's the start of college football season.
Well, here's the thing.
Memorial Day.
This is good to know. I'm glad we're doing this on the air. What you can do is they give us, I think this is one of the days that you get off federally. Like, I think we get those here. But if you work, then you get a float day that you can use some other time.
Yeah.
Today counts as one of those?
I don't remember if today does. Okay. But I'm saying in general, if you work like on Labor Day, that's one for sure that they count in our system. So if you get that, you can use it later.
You do know that, like, I'm going to get all the float days.
Well, oh, yeah, because you're just going to work on all the days.
I mean, pretty much.
Not going to be working Memorial Day.
Did you work Christmas Eve and Christmas? I don't remember you coming in for that.
They didn't ask me to.
No, you're not going to work Memorial Day.
We did a best of.
That's right, we did. And in that way,
if two of the, I mean, I've done the show without both of y'all here already, so
that's right.
You know, I got overruled.
What do you mean you got overruled?
I wanted to come in on Christmas because Christmas is
Christmas Day.
Christmas is one of those things that you celebrate it as soon as the kids get up, and then that's it. Like it's really just another day.
Our show's from 6 to 9.
Ask you, when do the kids get up in your house? Because in my house they get up between 6 and 9 a.m. and that would have been right smack in the middle. We would have been here.
Well,
Who would have been listening?
My wife told my kids this past Christmas that they not allowed to get up until at least 8 o'clock. Well, they didn't get up to 9, so technically I could have did the show.
Yeah, sure. That's good. We could have been in here breaking down like just all kinds of playoff discussion.
We would have been talking about
last couple of weeks of the NFL season. We could have been doing all of that.
We could have did the one thing we don't do and talk basketball.
Oh, that's a big day for basketball. Today's a big day for basketball too. I think the Cavs are playing, right?
Cavs are playing the Thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do matinee basketball.
Yes, that's
on MLK Day.
I'm a big fan of like when they do it in hockey too, where it's like, hey, we have hockey all day, basketball all day, baseball all day. When baseball comes in, we get games at 1 o'clock. Let's go.
Yeah, NBA starts at 1. Bucks, Hawks at 1. Cavs is at 2:30. The next game, Thunder, Cavs.
Yeah, I told you. It's going.
On Peacock.
Yeah, there you go. We have lots to get to today. The national championship game in college football is tonight. Indiana and Miami in Miami. So we will be talking about that. Joshua Perry's going to join us at 8:30. He is in Miami. He is in South Beach right now.
Yes, he is.
Partying it up, living on the beach, having a good time. But he's down there to cover the game, and so we will talk with him and get a preview of that and so much more. Plenty of NFL playoff discussion today, but you know where I have to start. Yeah. Jackets, baby! Let's go!
Why don't you have a...
There we go. I got it now. Yeah! It's bonus time, baby. Rick Bonus came in and said, Get to work. Let's go.
You know what's crazy? So I haven't. Now, for some odd reason, the jacket's been on YouTube TV. So
they've been put it on. They have a few games a year where they put them on the CW.
Yes.
And then you can just watch them on regular TV, and you don't have to go through all the FanDuel Sports Network.
Correct. So I was checking it out, and I'm like, when I get to it, I first turned it on, they were up, and I'm like, all right, they up 3-2 or whatever. And I'm
in
like,
Pittsburgh, which always goes well.
Yeah.
Whenever they're up in Pittsburgh, you just never have to worry about them losing that lead.
So I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Actually, I was out because I was getting some food. So I was out at a restaurant and they had it on. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's 3-2, it's the Jackets. I'm like, they gonna blow this, man. They gonna blow it.
Yeah.
And no, obviously they did blow it. They went to overtime, and I got to really sit down and watch the overtime, and I watched how everybody kept switching in and out, and I'm like, oh, this is nice. Elvis was on it.
Elvis was on one.
I texted, I said, Elvis is standing on his head. It's unbelievable what he's doing. Then they get to the shootout. And I see my boy Kent Johnson.
KJ,
you do it. I was like, oh, this is like stealing.
Yeah.
Kent Johnson come in, boom, boom, hit him with the move, goal. I said, all right, we got us one. And then what's the guy that we traded?
Chinnikov
comes in and hits Elvis with the move and gets it in. And I was like, of course it would be him.
Of course
it would be him.
Yes.
And then Charlie Coyle comes in and put the dagger in the heart. I said, oh my goodness, he messed him around.
Do we want the call?
Yeah, you have it. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to hear the call.
Charlie Coyle. Charlie Coyle, 39% over the course of his career. He's got 21 shootout goals. Right-handed shooter, picks up at center ice, glides in on the right wing side, into the circle. He holds. He goes with a forehand, and he scores. And I got 2 words for you. Game over.
Yeah, that's
Bob
right.
McElligott, the GOAT.
Pittsburgh tears. Great. Love it. They're frustrated. And you know what? Honestly, I know he got beat by some guy named Sidney Crosby late in that game, but Elvis, you're right, was spectacular.
Yeah, he was. It's like a new life for him.
Well, here's the thing. I don't want to...
Here we go.
No,
here we go.
I'm not trying to be...
He does this.
I don't want to be negative.
He does
I'm
this.
being realistic. I hope that Elvis has always been a very... And we'll talk. Bob McElligott will join us in like an hour and 10 minutes from now. I will ask him about this because Elvis has always been a guy who's been very emotional. He rides the highs and he definitely crashes in the lows. Right now, he has been, I'm sure, in a low this year because Dean Evison didn't want to play him, didn't want him on the ice, barely used him. They put Jack Reeves out there for 10 games in a row, all that stuff. Now you have a guy who has come in Rick Bowness and said, I'm going to let you get a shot. And then he played well previous game out. They won, and Rick Bowness was like, congrats, you're going in net again. So now you get it 2 nights in a row, or 2 games, in a row that he gets to be out there. He plays well. He's riding very high on a confidence level. The talent's always been there for him. It's always been about what's between the ears with Elvis. So if he can funnel this into something that's more than just a few weeks of good tidings, and then the second he has a bad game, he crashes out again. If he can, channel that into being, a more mature player, then yeah, absolutely. How great would that be to have 2 goalies you can trust? That's awesome.
I mean, honestly, the reason that Elvis is doing this is because he's heard that Pearson's is on the line and he wants to see it. That's what this is. Because it's inexcusable that all of a sudden they can just close these games out. As soon as we make the deal, now all of a sudden they just go on this hot streak.
We have made bets that we would be getting piercings of the scrotal area.
Do I really got to go through with that?
Yeah. Dude, there was a guy up in Aaron Goldhammer up in Cleveland.
He
said that if the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield, he would eat literal horse poo on the air. And then they drafted him. He was all in because I was wondering, what was he thinking was going to happen? You know who he thought they were going to draft?
Josh Allen.
No, Sam Darnold.
Oh.
He thought they were going to draft Sam Darnold #1 overall, and then they took Baker instead.
I thought it was down to Josh and Baker.
I'm pretty sure it was Sam Darnold that he said, which I find funny now because given what Sam Darnold is now, I mean, clearly I know who Dylan would rather have, but I think a lot of people would say maybe you want Sam Darnold more than Baker Mayfield at this point.
Dylan wanted Baker?
Dylan, you'd want Sam Darnold over Baker Mayfield.
They should have drafted Sam Darnold. They should have drafted Lamar Jackson. They should have drafted Josh Allen. I won't say Josh Rosen.
They should have drafted Josh Rosen over Baker Mayfield.
It's not Hot Take Tuesday.
Is it bad that
That's tomorrow.
Everybody praises John Dorsey, but he took arguably the third best quarterback in that draft? Maybe some people might say the fourth.
I don't praise John Dorsey.
Yeah, I don't either. Although people, they comparatively now, they think that they would have, if you had, I don't know.
If you could go back in time.
I think it's just people look back in time and say, oh, this would have been better if we could have had this now with whatever defense you have now. I don't know.
If you could go back into time, would you rather Lamar or Josh? The Browns.
I mean, recency bias with Josh Allen is not great. Because I feel like
that's what I was about to say.
I feel like this weekend we found out something about Josh Allen that I think is getting glossed over because the whole discussion has been about the referees. We're going to talk about that. The referees get it right in the Broncos-Bills game. But also, what is Josh Allen at this point? Where are we at with him? All that coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now, no crashes on your Central Ohio roadways. Busy traffic on 315 near campus, and things starting to pick up near downtown on 71. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
I'm Wilson from that other window place. Do-do-do-do-do.
Oh, okay. We've got a little song today, eh?
Yeah, spent quite a while working on that one. Thought I'd sell more windows if I had a catchy window jingle.
I like it. You know, jingles aren't really our thing at Pella. We just stick to the highest levels of quality and design thing.
Oh. Wish we would have thought of that. Doot.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
The nightmare of the cleared drain. Those drain clearing specials from the other guys seem like a great deal until you realize the only thing really going down your drain is your money. At the Waterworks, we mean clean. Our service doesn't just clear your drains, it cleans them too. It's done right the first time, so that nightmare of a drain becomes a dream come true. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call 614-232-2222 to get started.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. You don't want to start the new year off hurting. You don't want to start off the new year getting surgery. You don't want to start off the new year dealing with trying to plan something out into the future. What you want to do is get healthy. So what you want to do is go to my friends over at QC Kinetics. Dr. Tesner and his team, the medical pros at QC Kinetics right here in Columbus, they can deliver regenerative treatments that actually help your body repair the areas that are causing you pain. Those achy knees, hips, back, shoulders, whatever it is, they can help you get ready. So instead of those invasive operations, it's going to sideline you all of the early year. Go check out our friends at QC Kinetics and see if they can help you today. Imagine moving better, being stronger, planning your year, doing what actually you want to do. So don't wait. Call 380-228-4544. That's 380-228-4544. They have offices located in Dublin and Gahanna, and they're already there for your free consultation. So go check them out today.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Have you ever thought about having a podiatric physician examine your feet? Doctors of Podiatric Medicine set broken bones, perform wound care, and remove bunions. Common health issues that they treat include ingrown or fungal nails, corns, warts, and skin problems like athlete's foot. Foot exams are easy and can prevent many foot problems. If you can't walk, work, or enjoy sports activities without pain, what are you waiting for? To find a podiatric physician who is a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
Love football, love wings. Put those bad boys together and you get Austin and Byrne live at Roosters.
Presented by Bryant Heating and Cooling.
Large amounts of football and all the donkey sauce you can handle. Mondays on the Fans YouTube channel. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Chances of snow showers this morning, otherwise cloudy skies and cold with temperatures in the teens and breezy winds. The wind and the temperatures are our main story today, as we will see temperatures drop throughout the day today with mostly cloudy skies. Feels like we'll get below zero, and then we'll see those gusty winds today continue into tonight with lows in the single digits, but our feels like below zero yet again with those breezy winds continuing. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis will put anything in his mouth on a dare. All right, almost anything. No, I stand by my previous statement. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
Tyvis is nervous.
Nervous?
He's sweating. He's fretting. No, he's fretting today.
Uh-oh.
What are you doing after the show today, Tyvis?
Right, directly after this show, I have to go do this workout with Nicole and Kristen that I talked
Nicole Sheeran, 10 TV.
Yes, and Kristen McFarland, same thing, 10
also
TV.
10 TV, yes.
I agreed to do this hot yoga / Pilates workout with them. That's 60 minutes. Cole did it. TLC did it last Saturday.
From Rothman and Ice.
He gave me the rundown on what to expect, and he said that the last 30 minutes he died. So, and Nicole said, don't get it twisted, she died too. So, yeah. So, it just, if you don't hear from me tomorrow, you know why.
I love, this is Mr. Big Bad Football Player. I used to work out, Mickey Marotti, Body by Marotti. Gotcha. When you were in college.
That was 11 years ago.
You were an NFL athlete. You were in the NFL.
First of all, let's get it let's get this settled right now. Coach Mick's workouts is 10 times harder than anything you go do in the NFL. I'm gonna tell you that.
I don't doubt that, because they have to figure out if you can do it.
It's really optional. If
that's
you really
why they draft guys
to the night.
No, but I'm saying, like, that's it. I've always thought that's why they draft guys who are excellent in college, because it's like, they know how to work out. They've learned. They've overcome it.
Yeah,
they
you got somebody that give you a workout, but it's not like they
expect you to do it when you become
Coach
a pro.
Mick, he controls the weight that you actually put on there. In the NFL, it's like you put your own weight.
Do what you need to do. They expect you to be a pro.
Correct.
But when you come into college, right? So I'm just saying, you've been through all that. I've seen the Florida, documentary thing that they did where they showed the workouts that they all went through under Urban, and you said that's exactly like what we did. Okay, this is yoga lattes. This is hot yoga lattes.
Yeah,
I would be nervous if I was going, because look at me.
It's the yoga part I don't fret. Pilates, I've never done Pilates, but every time a former athlete does Pilates, they go in there thinking like it's sweet, and then they come out there like limping. So like that's where I'm at with. And then on top of that, it's gonna be hot. And I told you I sweat like a fat kid, so it's gonna be just a puddle.
I mean, it's because of the way you eat, Tyvis.
I sweat like a fat kid.
Yes. It's been like this my entire life.
Yeah,
this ain't nothing new. Like when I was a kid, like when I was at Ohio State, my coach would look at me, he'd be like, "You sweat like a fat kid."
See,
like,
when I would go to like basketball camps when I was in 5th and 6th grade, and I wasn't. I mean, I'm fat. I'm very fat now. I was not nearly that fat when I was a kid. But when I would go to basketball camps, my face would get all red, and I would sweat like Shaquille O'Neal in the finals. Like it'd just be like they'd have to mop up after me after I would stand still for a minute, and the coaches would all come in like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why?" Like I felt fine, but my cheeks would get very rosy, and I would sweat like crazy.
System in your body,
I guess so. I mean, I would have to drink like crazy. I'd have to drink tons of water because I would get dehydrated very quickly.
Nicole has said, make sure you bring some water.
Yeah. Well, you're keeping hydrated. You got your Stanley here with your water in it. So that's good. All right. So Bills Broncos. That was kind of, I think, of all the games this weekend, there was a pretty good one last night, too. But that one was up there last night with the Bears losing to the Rams in an epic game. We can talk about that one in a minute. But Bills-Broncos, I thought, was also an epic game. Broncos end up winning this game in part because there was a controversial replay that on the field, it was called an interception. Brandon Cooks goes to catch the ball. He does catch it. He comes down to the ground. Defender's on top of him. I forget who the Broncos defender was that landed on him.
McMillan.
Okay, yeah. So he lands on him, takes the ball away, rolls over, has possession of the ball. They called it an interception, which I think is critical because they said that's a pick. Then they go to replay, and we get the frame by frame by frame by frame where there's like, for a split millisecond, you can see a point where Brandon Cooks has possession of the ball. He is on the ground. He is touched by the defender. He theoretically could be called down.
Mm-hmm.
However, part of the rule is you have to survive the ground, right? Like if there was no defender there, he has to make sure he doesn't lose the football.
For a catch.
Right. And I feel like when I watch that replay, yes, I can totally see how you can find a still frame shot of all of the things where he's on the ground being touched, whatever. But the rule is you have to survive the ground. And I just don't think he would have survived the ground. The ball ended up in the other guy's hands while he had not fully secured it. We can talk about how that rule sucks. We can say that we don't think that should be the rule. But I feel like part of this whole discussion is because we have such good replay technology now, we can see things that otherwise we never would have seen in the past. Like, I feel like it's similar to when you watch a baseball game and a guy clearly steals second. He's ahead by like 2 feet. He's already clear. He hits the bag. And then as the guy at second just puts the ball on his leg, as he's sliding over the bag, frame by frame, you can see there's a half a second where like his hand comes off and his elbow's not touching.
He's out.
And they call him out. And
He's
it's
out.
like, but under any other era of baseball, that would have been called safe. And
Probably.
It was safe. And he was safe. And that should not be called an out just because we now have frame by frame technology. I feel like that's where this Bills Broncos thing is for me. It was a good catch. Until it wasn't, and it was an interception. Called interception on the field. It's probably 50-50 without replay. I think they got it right.
The part that gets me is that if they always say if both people possess the ball when you hit the ground, it always goes to the offense. And in this case, Brandon Cooks had the ball, and then it got ripped out his hands as he was on the ground. Like,
how long did he have? Like, I mean, he had it for maybe a millisecond.
Was he on the ground with it?
Yes, but he wasn't, again.
And then it got taken out of his hand, right?
And if there's no defender and you land on the ground and the ball's there and then it pops free, they wouldn't call it a fumble. They would say you didn't catch it. They would call it incomplete. So that's what I'm not saying, like, I think people are looking at this as like, oh, they're calling it like he possessed it and then he fumbled it. If that was the ruling, then this replay would show clearly that's not what happened, and they would have to give him the catch. Because they're calling it an interception, they're saying he didn't survive the ground with the ball. It popped loose. And if he had grabbed it back and then secured it, that would have been a catch. But instead, the defender who was right on top of him grabbed it, and that was it. He didn't survive the ground.
That wasn't the one that really bothered me. The PIs at the end was the one that I was like, come on now. That you can't call both of them. You can't call that.
Well, here's the thing. I want to know why can't they call those?
Why they can't call the PI?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't a PI.
I mean, it
was not a
the
PI.
second one for sure was a pass interference.
What?
Isn't that the one where
when Trey White did it?
I think that was the one where he was like there, yes, at least half a second early. We can't. I mean, come on,
T-Bone.
Maybe I'm misremembering which one was which.
Don't do that. I don't know which one you talking about.
There was one that was for sure
the one
clear.
Where Trey White slammed the helmet down and got thrown out the game afterwards. Is that the one you talking about?
I can't remember which one came with which. I'm sorry. I have to go back and look at them.
I watched both of them plays, and I said, yeah, I really don't see it. And even the announcer said, even the people on the broadcast said, I don't really see it. Like, that ain't no PI. You can't call that.
I mean, at the end of the day, I think this whole discussion about the referee screwing the Bills is ignoring the broader fact, which is Josh Allen let you down again.
Yes, he did.
And instead of talking about that, I feel like there are just some players that get more protection from the media and from the discourse than others do.
I ain't saying that.
I think I am. I am saying it.
I'm about to say I didn't go.
I'm saying he gets protected.
2 picks and 2 lost fumbles.
Yes, he was bad.
You missed me with that.
I
It's
know
100% on him. And did you know he 0-7 in overtime? I didn't know that till they flashed the stats.
No, I didn't know that either.
They changed the overtime rule for him, and he still can't win in overtime.
Right. So I think, yeah, okay, we can have a discussion about whether those pass interference calls were a little ticky-tack or whatever. If it's the rule, it's the rule.
Forget the little catch and the interception. That's irrelevant.
That's
to
the
me.
one everybody seems to be arguing about.
I don't care about them. It's the PIs that I was sitting there like, y'all, that's ridiculous.
You're a defensive back.
That's true.
I will say, I do feel like that rule, part of what kills everyone with this is that when you do call these penalties, it's now where the ball is. That whole rule of it being where the penalty occurred is where you get the ball in the NFL. I would love to see us move off of that and go to the college football rule where it's like
15 yards.
Yeah, you get 15 yards, you get a first down, but it doesn't just automatically change the whole field position, especially late in games like that.
Yeah,
it matters a ton. I don't like that that's how the rule is. I know that rule's been on the books forever. I'm saying we can have that discussion too, I think, but I think these were very close calls that I can see why they were made that way. The reality is you shouldn't leave it in the ref's hands. And Josh Allen missed wide open guys down the field that would have scored touchdowns because he didn't see them. And so in my mind, that's your problem, Bills fans, not the refs screwed you over.
So the one PI that was the most egregious was the first one they called. That's the one that I really had the biggest issue with. Because it was the one on Cortland Sutton they called. Okay,
that's what I was saying. The second one I thought was like
the second one he may have gotten there a second earlier, but the first one is egregious. I was like, y'all got to stop. And I think that one might have been a third down play or something like that. But I got to go back.
I got to go back and watch that because I thought
they out of their mind on that one.
I went back and watched. All right, so we were out Saturday night. Shout out to Kitchen Social.
Oh yeah,
my wife wanted to. My wife wanted to go there. Oh, the biscuits are awesome.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to the one in Bridge Park?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right by where I stay.
Now that's, do you? Okay.
Yes.
Right on. Look at that.
Rich part of Dublin.
So we went there and they had the game on and like the whole place, which I didn't think Kitchen Social was the most like sports bar type of place, but everyone in there was locked in. They had the games on the TV, so it was great.
It was a lot of where I went to a bar.
I kept looking up and watching it, but then I had to go back home and rewatch these because I'm like, well, what happened? I want to see the replay. And it was, I'm talking to my wife, we're having dinner, all that stuff. But yeah, like, I got to go back and rewatch that particular
I just
PI
sent
again.
It to you. I just sent it to you on Twitter or X. It's egregious. That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's ridiculous.
Because I'm misremembering it because I thought the first one was I don't know. I got to go back and look at it. But I will say we were there. This was a nice thing that happened. Shout out to Luke and Raphael, who are our servers.
Shout out to Uncle Luke.
No. These guys both were our servers at Kitchen Social. And so I'm sitting there, a manager comes up to me and he goes, hey, I hear we have a local celebrity in the house. And I looked around and was like, who? I'm like, looking around. He's like, no, you. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he said, your servers are fans of the show and they want to comp like your dessert and your appetizer. So I got
whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, pause everything.
They said they love you.
You got a dessert?
I got it. Well, yeah, we got dessert. They do a key lime pie thing that's great over there. It was awesome.
Do you know the last time I had dessert at a restaurant?
I'm sure it's the last time you threw up and went on vacation. Is that right?
The last time I threw up was just like a couple months ago.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You had a streak going.
Before that, it was like 10 years.
I forgot. No, but shout out to them. They were very nice over there, and I appreciate it. That was totally unnecessary, but thank you guys for
what's your favorite pie?
Probably
It doesn't matter what your favorite pie is.
I already knew
had
that.
some chicken katsu. It was very good over there.
I already knew that was insignificant. I was just at that location New Year's Eve. No one gave me anything.
Just wait, buddy. We'll get you there. We'll get you there, Dylan. All right, 2 minutes away. Why is Ohio State so bad at developing quarterbacks? Ooh, yeah, we said it. 2 minutes away. We'll talk about it. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Right now, things picking up on 670 as you make your way into downtown. We're also seeing some busy traffic on 71 near Polaris, but no crashes right now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Are you tired of running out of space? Check out Menard's Self-Storage Facility. Menard Self-Storage offers the most convenient and secure self-storage in the area. Options include features like 24/7 access, video surveillance, and on-site management. Menards has warehouse units at the best prices in the area, and your first month is free. They're going quickly, so reserve yours now at menardsselfstorage.com. Unit and offer details may vary by facility.
Save big money at Menards.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Ohio Basement Authority, a Groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Day one, the hardest day. The day you hear,
"This is a type of blood cancer."
At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day one. To learn more and get help on any day, visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. One of these guys still believes he can play in the NFL. It's Tebow. He says it's because of his low center of gravity. He's dumb. This is Bone and Tyvis.
I didn't think I was going crazy, and I wasn't, because I knew when we were talking about these pass interference penalties on the Bills that there was at least on one of them, there was some reason why, because you're right, the first pass interference, Tyvis, that was the one where the guy's like grabbing his arm a little bit, but it's mostly just hand fighting. They usually let that go.
My point exactly.
Okay. On that
I'm glad
play,
you said that.
Yeah, but I forgot about something. One, still the letter of the law. He is literally pulling with two hands wrapped around a guy's arm, pulling on his arm as the ball's in the air, and he's more than 5 yards down the field. So I can see why. Don't do that, and you don't get called. That's one. However, on that same play, what else did they call? Joey Bosa came in and cleaned out Bo Nix.
That ain't got nothing to do
They
with...
called that a penalty, too.
They should have stuck with that one.
The Broncos had their choice of penalties on that play.
They didn't have a choice.
Okay, yes, they did. They declined one and took the other.
The other one gave you more yards.
Yes, but if they said, never mind, that's not pass interference, then they still would have given you the one that he got on Bo Nix where he had roughing the passer. So either way, the Bills were begging to get annihilated by the refs, and they did, because they kept committing penalties throughout that game. So, yes, the Bills got what they deserved there. Also, stop taking the heat off of Josh Allen. That's where the heat belongs.
Yes, for the Buffalo fans.
I agree.
For the Buffalo fans that are saying that it was the refs, you're telling me that you are sure that your kicker would have made a field goal? Mr. Wide Left of a franchise? It probably would have happened again.
Listen.
Wait a minute. Matt Prater was on one. Stop that. Don't do that now. Matt Prater was 3 for 3 in this game.
I feel bad for Bills fans because of the fact that they seem like awesome fans. I like that Bills Mafia puts their fans through tables all the time. They seem like a great fan base, and they're going to have an open-air stadium in cold Buffalo. Let you live. I support everything with that franchise of how they're doing it and what they're doing. I also have to call it like it is. The reality is Josh Allen wasn't good enough in that game.
That's a fact.
It's not like the referees not bailing you out because your quarterback couldn't do the job. That's a bigger issue. And to be fair, Josh Allen went to the press conference with tears in his eyes and said, I let everybody down. He didn't shy away from it at all. He totally owned it.
You know who else did that? Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV. Same thing.
CJ Stroud had to. Yeah, he had to own that. Bad.
I was like, bad. I was watching that. I mean, CJ, are you getting investigated?
That's something that
you here with them people?
The FBI has opened a file on CJ Stroud just because of that game. Oof, that was bad yesterday, man. That's
I mean, 4 of them in the first half.
Texans. That's crazy, though, that the Patriots and Texans in that game, Patriots win 28-16. The fact that he was so bad in that first half that people were openly talking about, should we just bench him and go with the backup?
Yeah.
Like, that's how awful he was.
Which is who?
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills, yeah. That's right. D'Amico Ryans got asked after the game, did you ever think of going to Davis Mills? And he said, no, of course not. I was going to stick with our guy. I believe in him. All that's fine.
Cap.
He was thinking about it. He had to be thinking about it.
Yeah, after a fifth
he would have threw another one. It was over. Well, you got, come on, man.
Yeah.
And the saddest part of it all is he threw all them in the first half, and they still was like in the game.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it was still not that far off. They still could have come back. They got a couple field goals there in the third quarter, and that cut it close. I mean, all they needed was one solid drive from him to really make it happen and him to throw a touchdown, and they could have won this game.
You know why he couldn't do it? You know why he had this bad game?
Why is that?
The weather.
Oh, we're going to do that.
It was so gross.
If this would have been in the dome.
What do you mean it's so gross?
We wouldn't even
overcome.
Talking about this,
be
man.
better than that.
No.
Thank God we had the weather to reveal.
Then on top of that, Fish go text me last night talking about, you want to get rid. Don't you just like how beautiful
last night?
No, I don't.
And by the way,
those players are miserable.
I don't. One,
they're miserable.
First of all, then sack up. I'm sorry. I go outside in the cold. I have to do stuff out in the cold.
You can't do that.
No, you do.
No,
because
you can't. You can't. What you mean? What you
I
gonna
can't do what an NFL player does. Of course, I'm not an NFL player.
What do you expect? You think NFL players will go out there with all these sleeves? It weighs you down.
No. What I'm saying is, they go out there, sure, no sleeves, and they're chilly.
Straight Vaseline.
And then for like 12 minutes, maybe on a long drive, they're out there in the cold. And by the way, they're running around this whole time, getting warm, staying warm because they're running.
Pneumonia.
The second.
Pneumonia. That's how you get pneumonia.
Hypothermia.
I want to hear this. The second those players walk off the field, or there's a TV timeout, or we get the Fox injury music because someone got an ouchie, what do? They run out with the tarps and throw it on all the guys, and they're like, oh, bundle up, boys. It's cold out here. With the heaters inside. They got jet engines on the sideline to stand in front of if they get cold. They got literally chicken soup and hot chocolate on the sidelines. What more do you want? What do we have to do? We have to put you do we have to put you on a couch in the middle of a living room? Is that where you're comfortable? It's football.
This is not a gladiator sport.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
They play.
That's your problem.
What do you mean?
You thinking you too stuck into the old times.
No.
This is the get off my lawn.
Do you not realize that this is like society has changed over the past, 10 years?
They wear helmets now, not leather hats, T-Bone. I don't know if you know.
Hang on. I'm sorry. Am I the one that every time there's every freaking commercial they have, when you're a Nike player or an Under Armour player or whatever, it's like, we must protect this house. And it's like all this like bravado, angry.
I don't do those commercials anymore. What year do you think this is?
I ain't seen that commercial since I was in Unileague.
I watched the hype video. I watched the hype video for the Tyvis Powell Bowl. I watched the Seahawks hype video and the Niners video. You know what I didn't see? I didn't see them showing highlights of guys that were standing around high-fiving each other. I saw them show every big hit, every impactful play. Guys standing up and screaming like warriors.
Guess what? You get fined for that now. So there you go.
It was from
it's a different day and age.
Weekend.
It's a different day and age.
It was the hype video for games this weekend.
It's a different day and age.
They were using highlights from this season, Tyvis. I'm just saying.
Let it go.
They hyped the games up like these are the tough. Okay, so you're saying football players aren't tough? Fine, we can have that conversation. Go make that case in the locker room. You got a bunch of wusses out there.
Whoa. Did you not remember me showing you film of people that did want that?
Well, then, and what did you do? Did you say good for him? He's making great career choices.
It was hilarious.
No, you're laughing at him.
Hilarious.
You're clowning him for being a wuss.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be out there, you might as well.
Right. So if you're going to be out there and it's cold, might as well play.
No.
By the way, the Dome team won last night. The Rams beat the Bears last night.
Because
so they showed up and made plays.
I feel like if it was, we got to take the elements out of it. Because it leaves people saying, well, if they played in a warm or climate, who knows what that game? I don't want to hear that.
So if the Bears last night had played, if we could have moved this game magically to South Beach.
When the Bears moved to Gary, Indiana, what type of stadium are they getting again? I forgot. They're trying to get
dome.
Okay, that's what I thought.
A stupid dome.
Team that's supposed to enjoy the elements, but yet they're moving to a dome.
Right. I'm saying good football teams overcome. Matt Stafford is a baller.
T-Bone, we shall overcome. That's for something more serious, okay? This is the NFL, not the Underground Railroad, okay?
That's a great song.
We don't need to overcome.
Happy Martin Luther King Day. I support the song. I support everything we're talking about. I'm just saying, I want to be clear that I feel like having a little snow and rain is not necessarily the end of football. I think it's actually kind of adds to the game. It kind of adds to the elements. It kind of makes it fun.
It doesn't.
Maybe not to play in, but it's fun to watch.
We know that
it looks good on the eyes. That's about it.
I'm sorry. Is that not what we are doing? You know what they could do?
I don't think it does look good on the eyes.
They could all have. I think we could do this.
Changes the game plan. Now you go out and running the ball, and you can't really throw it like you want.
Man, what a shame.
That's terrible.
Gosh, that sucks. They have to use running backs and play the game of football.
The highest paid people on the team is the quarterbacks and receivers. If you play playing the wind, the rain, and the snow. It takes that element out of it.
Whose fault is that, by
God's.
the way? Who made? No. Blame God. I like it. This one's for you, God. Your fault. How dare you ruin our beautiful game? Yeah.
We know the Patriots are better than the Texans when it's raining and sleeting sideways.
And we know the Rams are better than the Bears when they go to the Bears Soldier Field, one of the icons of the NFL, before they ruined it with all the extra luxury boxes. But still, like, that is the prototypical. It's the Windy City. It's cold. It's everything. The Bears are out there. Caleb Williams makes a tremendous throw last night. Now, it didn't end up mattering because they lost, but he makes a great throw on fourth down in the elements. That added to it. That was spectacular. It's one of the best plays I've ever seen in the playoffs. Now, the Rams come back and they do what they have to do to win the game. The guy hits a field goal in those conditions. Great. What do they call him? The thicker kicker?
Yes.
My guy. I don't know his name, but great. I like a fat kicker.
He's on my screen right now.
I want a fat kicker.
Is it Mevis?
Yeah, Mevis.
Yes, I forgot his first name. He's from your side team, Missouri.
That's what Matty Ice calls our show. Mevis and Tyvis, I believe. Mevis and Tybone, I believe is what he calls that. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. The Buckeyes made somebody very mad this weekend. Details next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, no crashes to tell you about, but things starting to pick up on 670 near the airport, also on 71 into downtown. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Did you know that 80% of New Year's resolutions fail by February? And did you know there's a good chance it's just hormones? Hi, I'm Evan Bass, founder of the Columbus Men's Clinic, and I started this clinic a decade ago to take care of men. If your testosterone is low, then motivation, energy, and drive often follow too. And keeping resolutions can feel like walking through mud, and even more so as we age. ED and low T tend to get worse if untreated. And guys, are not alone. Your physician-led support team at the Columbus Men's Clinic has your back. For years, we've effectively treated ED and low T comprehensively, and with proven treatments dialed in just for you. With same-day booking, you can meet our passionate medical team, and by this afternoon, you'll leave with a plan that's designed to be sustainable for life. The number one thing we hear guys say is, I forgot how I used to feel. Guys, it's time to feel amazing and crush this new year. Call my team right now and let us treat you to an unforgettable experience. Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com. That's columbusmensclinic.com.
Do you hate holiday pictures because of your teeth?
What if a brand new smile was possible?
No matter what the current state of your mouth.
Welcome to Runyon Dental Group, home of the Implant and Smile Center,
where gorgeous, healthy smiles become a reality.
At Runyon, we've built a team of some of the most highly trained arch and implant doctors in the entire nation. This isn't an ordinary dental practice.
We believe that everyone can have a great smile,
including you, especially you. Your new smile is waiting at Runyon Dental Group.
Hey, it's Anthony. Big savings right now with my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Boy, it's the perfect time to upgrade your ride. You can lease a new Honda for as low as $199 a month, or definitely take advantage of rates as low as 0% financing on select models. Rich will even give you an additional $1,000 for your trade, even if you don't buy a Honda today. They have more than 400 new Hondas in stock, and the deals are the best around. Germain Honda of Dublin, Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or online at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's the biggest sale of the year, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale. Save on thousands of in-stock styles, including carpet starting at 35 cents a square foot. Luxury vinyl starts at 43 cents a square foot. Hardwood and laminate start at 99 cents. Prices are material only. Unbelievable deals on beautiful quality floors. Next day installation and 24-month special financing available with approved credit. Hurry, the Right Rug Flooring Clearance Sale ends January 25th. Right here, right now.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Winters can be brutal here in the Columbus area, and if you're cold in your home with the heat running constantly, it's probably your old, inefficient windows that are the problem. The good news is that Window Nation can help you get through this season because in the last 20 years, they've installed over 3 million energy-efficient windows nationally, and they're trusted by thousands of Columbus homeowners to keep their homes comfy and cozy year-round, while also saving them money on monthly utility bills. And right now, they're more affordable during the Window Nation Buy 4, Get 4 Windows free sale. It's a great time to replace all the windows in your home. Plus, you could get your windows with 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. You'll be surprised by the dramatic difference new windows will make. Your home will be better protected against the weather, feel warm and dry, and you'll love the lower utility bills. The pros at Window Nation will guide you every step of the way. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Save big with Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 sale going on now. The sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com right now. Window Nation, a proud partner of Ohio State Athletics.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week, but not OJ because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. In terms of the Waffle House menu, Tyvis covered and smothered his opponents. Meanwhile, T-Bone is a chunk of hash who's often covered in gravy. I'm not sure what that means either. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right.
Hold on, because I don't like this.
What don't you like?
I don't like, because Tyler's in the chat, and he says the one thing that really grinds my gears. Says they get paid millions, they can suffer in the cold for 3 hours.
It's not even suffering.
Yes, it is.
It's standing around with giant coats and heaters on, and then you go out for 5 minutes and play football, and then you have a helmet on. You have headgear on. You're hot.
T-Bone, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If you go stand outside and you got a big furry coat on, and you're dressed, you got sweats and all that stuff on, you don't still be cold sometimes?
And then I would ask, how much are we getting paid to stand out here? And then they would say, you're getting paid $3 million. I'd be like, awesome. 3 hours, like 20 times a year. Yeah, I'll do that.
But then there's other ones where you play in a dome. So like, why we just can't dome everything?
Because
why do you want to hear excuses?
You know what? I'll give it to you. When all the fans stop showing up, who, by the way, don't get paid to be there, they pay to be there. They pay to suffer in the cold, but they somehow can sustain it. And none of those guys are in shape. Most of them look like me. And they're out there just living it up, drinking cold beer, by the way.
Okay, well,
as they're standing out there, I'm just saying, until that stops happening, then I'm with
in the
you.
chat got a great proposal. He says, get you a Comrex and make you stand outside to do the show.
That's fine. By the way, last year we had a little. We didn't know what it was. We had a substance that looked like something Michael Irvin might be familiar with. I'll put it like that. It came in an envelope to this radio station. We had to evacuate the building because they weren't sure what it was.
Cold?
Was it anthrax? We went. They didn't know what it was.
They didn't know what it was.
They were concerned it could be. So we had to leave the building, and we couldn't do the radio shows from the studio.
I think it happened on Rothman and Ice, and everybody had to do. By the time the Buckeye show came around, we was back.
They let you back in, yes. But Mike and I we took a Comrex out to we have a big shed here on the property.
I feel like that was in the summertime.
It definitely was not, because we definitely we could see our breath.
Look, he's traumatized by it.
I'm saying we stood there for about. We stood there and did, I think, about an hour's worth of programming. And you know what? I had a coat on and I was fine. And because the adrenaline was flowing, I was doing the radio show. It was fine.
Cap.
It's not cap. You can wear gloves. Your hands, your feet are covered. You're fine.
You want to quote civil rights, we shall overcome?
I didn't quite.
I had a dream, T-Bone. I had a dream that all NFL stadiums would be domed. I had a dream.
I didn't say any of this. All I said was you have to overcome the elements. You turned it into we shall overcome, which, by the way, is great. Love that. Fantastic song. Great. Now.
Is that in your playlist?
It always is. Every day. Now, here's the thing. Speaking of playlists, I have something to give away. I'm going to do it right now. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't get it this time, all week long during the 6 o'clock hour, we are giving this away. If you are a metalhead, if you like heavy music, like I do, like Tyvis does, like Dylan clearly is a huge metalhead, Incarceration is coming to Mansfield, Ohio, July 17th through 19th. of this upcoming year. On the bill, Friday, headliner, Disturbed, Papa Roach, and some band named Cypress Hill going to be there. Love that. Yeah.
Here's something you can't understand.
That's right.
I can just kill a man. That's what I listen to. You know, that's what I listen to.
And guess who also did? Yeah, see, Rage Against the Machine. You got to get into them.
I don't know who that is. But Cypress Hill is what I listen to.
That's great.
On my headphones, the 2013 when we played the team up north. When I was walking in the stadium, that's the song that I was listening to.
That's great. All right. So anyway, Disturbed Friday, Bad Omens and Gojira on Saturday. The Used will be there. Limp Bizkit on Sunday. It's all at Incarceration. You can find out more by going to inkcarceration.com. But I got a pair of tickets right now for all 3 days. We're going to do seventh caller, 614-821-9710. Seventh caller, 614-821-9710 to get those passes to Incarceration.
I didn't know.
Dying Wish is going to be there. One of my band. Love Dying Wish. Great.
You know, when I text y'all during the game and said that, after the game and told you that CJ hasn't been good since he peaked as a rookie.
Yes.
And I said I would save it for two. I didn't realize that Troy Aikman said the same thing.
Troy Aikman was like,
I didn't know he said that.
Openly saying like, yeah,
this tells me that I could go national, baby.
You had it. You were there. By the way, Buckeye basketball. Good win over UCLA. We talked about this on Friday, how those teams were both kind of on the last four in bubble on the bracketology. UCLA has been very up and down this year, and the Buckeyes smoked them.
Yeah, they did. I
dominated
watched that whole game.
I did too. After the game, a guy who also watched it, Mick Cronin, their head coach. He looks like a tiny little demon man, and he wears three-piece suits, and he was very angry about UCLA after this game.
Highly disappointed in getting our ass kicked physically and our inability to play defense.
What can be done?
I offer no excuses. You blame me. Blame me. I recruited them. I signed them as free agents. We're not going to win meaningful games if we can't stop the other team. I'm not going to have much to say, so I'm going to give it to you. Okay. You can't give up plus 80 and win on the road. You're not going to get 90.
Yeah.
Can't do it. So we scored 74 points on the road in the Big Ten. You should have a big time shot to win. Our defense is an embarrassment today. Last couple games it was great. Today we couldn't guard them. You know. We had plenty of time to get ready and talk about it. Problem is we didn't have anybody who could guard Thornton or Mobley. We'd have nobody, in my opinion, we didn't have anybody interested in rising to that challenge. We had nobody interested in rising to the challenge defensively. Everybody wants somebody else to get the dirty work. We're a team that struggles to have dirty work guys.
All I heard was they ain't got no dog in them. That's what I heard.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Nobody embraces defense anymore. Everybody want to score 50, you know? Ain't nobody. We need more Tony Allens, Ron Artest.
Yeah, of course you do. That's how you win basketball
Beverleys.
games.
We need guys like that.
You have 3 Buckeyes in double figures in this game, led by Junie Mobley himself, who was 6 of 12 from 3-point land.
Yeah,
that'll get the job done.
Fly.
Oh, he was looking great.
And his misses look good too.
Yeah, I mean, right. There was none of those where you're like, oof, what? Oh, no, don't shoot that. Like, everything was online, very close, front rim or something like that.
I seen an article that said that he's, like, going to the gym every morning at 5 a.m. shooting now.
Yeah, I saw that, too, and I thought that would not be news. Like, I thought that would be like, that's what you do when you're a big-time college basketball player is you go to the gym at 5 a.m., and then you go work out with the team, and then you go shoot some more.
I know this
and then you maybe go to class, and then you go back and shoot some more. Like, I would think that's all you do. You live in the gym, but apparently not.
This may be shocking to you, but not everybody take it serious.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You know what? The older I get, the less I understand it. Because then for me to go out and try to do anything, because I love the game. I love basketball. It's the only sport I ever played at a level where I would go to camps and get serious coaching and stuff like that. And I miss it. I do miss it. So I get all the gym class heroes who get frustrated about guys who just standing there not taking it seriously. But good for him. Like, he is taking it seriously. Bruce wasn't, again, 21 points in kind of a quiet night, but he had his big moments when he needed to, hit shots when he needed to. And Devin Royal had 20 points, 22 as well. So
I said
3 guys in 20 at the 20-point level, you'll take that.
I said coming into that game, Devin Royal and John Mobley can't have this 9 and 3-point game. They have to get at a minimum 15 points.
Yeah.
Clearly they listened to the show because they said they're going to show me something.
Well, that's your core, right? Everyone wanted those three guys back, and the transfers were kind of to fill out the roster. Those are the three guys that need to carry the water for this team. I don't know if they need to score 68 points combined every game, but if we could get 50 to 60 from them every night in the Big Ten, they should be in every single game.
Is Gabe Cupps not good?
No.
He's just, I wouldn't say he's not good.
He's okay.
He's got to play his role.
He's
a very much role player guy who can get in there and help you out a little bit defensively, offensively. Don't let him shoot.
This the dude that was Mr. Ohio basketball, Mr. Basketball in Ohio.
What does that tell you about the state of basketball?
Don't say that.
Oh, geez.
Chill out, because Darren Peterson is doing his thing.
Yeah, and where did he go play the last couple of years? Not Ohio.
That's true.
That's my problem. It's like guys are leaving to go play at some IMG academy or something. Whatever. It's fine. Let's not get everybody riled up in the high school.
You're such a Debbie Downer.
I love Ohio high school basketball.
You're such a Debbie Downer.
Why are you making me into this guy? I love Ohio basketball.
We can't talk NFL with you. We can't talk portal.
Guess what? You can't talk with me next.
Can't talk basketball.
We can't talk college football. National championship game tonight. We'll not talk about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Still no crashes that we're watching here this morning. We are seeing things pick up in a couple spots, including on 33 on the southeast side and on I-71 near downtown. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Say goodbye to car care headaches with Carvenience from Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. For only $49, we'll pick up your vehicle, leave you with a rental, and return it fully serviced and spotless. No more juggling your schedule or wasting hours at the shop. Carvenience lets you focus on what matters while we take care of all the rest, making life easier. Schedule your service today at HindererMotorCompany.com.
Save a good deal more during the Meijer Dollar Deal Sale, January 7th through the 20th. Shop the entire store and choose from hundreds of items, all $1 each. Fill your basket with favorites like Kraft macaroni and cheese, sparkling ice sparkling water, select varieties of seedless cucumbers, and Meijer facial tissue. The Meijer Dollar Deal Sale. That's the good life, a good deal better. And don't forget to stop by the Meijer Pharmacy for your flu shot. Available today while you shop. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details.
It's Timmy Hall and AI Common Man. Happy to ring in another year with our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Hey, Mikey, do you want to be a millionaire? Hollywood is the place to do it.
From now until March 25th, you have the chance to win $1 million instantly. And here's something Mikey likey. All new brunch items at the Sportsbook restaurant and bar like Biscoff stuffed French toast, country Benedict, or roast beef hash skillet. Yummy.
Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Right now, save on new 2026 Tucson with 0.99% financing for up to 60 months. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit. Ends 2/2.
They say glory is earned, not given. We say it's ignited by heart and ends with a boom. Fire the cannon again! Get your tickets today at bluejackets.com.
Now's the time to buy or renew your 2026 dog licenses. Not only are dog licenses required by law, but fees support the Franklin County Dog Shelter and Adoption Center. Buy or renew your dog licenses today at franklincountyauditor.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
Nathan has taught me to embrace the moment. Age-wise, I'm in my late 60s. I'm old enough to be his grandfather. Will he be embarrassed to acknowledge me as his dad? I think the most important thing we can do is let them know that they're safe, that they're valued and cared for and loved, and that they're important.
I knew I wanted to be adopted by him because of how he taught me to be the person who I am today. And it's coming from a dad that didn't expect to become a dad. And I feel very proud to be his son.
That was what he needed, and he was what I needed. Every day is full of new opportunities. That's what it's been about, realizing the simple things that it takes to make such a huge difference in these kids' lives.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care at adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to vets currently serving military, the immediate family of troops killed in action, and our brave current and former first responders. These tickets are a meaningful way to say thank you to America's heroes. And now we want you to be part of the mission. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? We want you to go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today. Give something to those who gave.
For the past 100 years, Shriners Children's has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
Please go online right now to loveshriners.org.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. It was another exciting weekend in the NFL playoffs. In the AFC Divisional round, the Broncos beat the Bills in controversial fashion, 33-30, while the Patriots defeated the Texans 28-16. Over in the NFC, the Seahawks routed the 49ers 41-6, and the Rams were able to pull out a dramatic overtime victory versus the Bears in Chicago 20-17. On the ice, the Columbus Blue Jackets got another win under Coach Rick Bowness. They beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in a shootout 4-3. The basketball Buckeyes hosted UCLA over at the Shot and won 86-74. John Mobley Jr. led all scorers with 28 points. The Bucks will play again tomorrow night. They'll be at home versus Minnesota. Tip-off is at 6:30 right here on The Fan. This update was sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss, improving health, eating better, losing weight. Have you started your New Year's goal? Visit awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
No, I've never heard of the band on T-Bone's shirt either. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
YouTube chat's kind of devolved into a bunch of our former high school accolades, which is really pathetic because the only one here who really has those is Tyvis. But we're talking about playing basketball in high school. I used to be able to slap the backboard in high school, Tyvis. Believe it or not. On the layup line, that was the thing. Was that a thing for you, Dylan, growing up? Was that something you guys did? Because, like, for us, that was the number. You go up and lay up the basketball, and if you could slap the backboard while you did it.
Wait a minute. Dylan, you was a hooper?
I could hoop.
What was your best sport?
Track.
Oh, were you a track guy?
What do you mean?
I qualified for state in 4x8.
Oh, really?
Oh, you was a distance guy.
What's wrong with that?
Track. Nothing, but that 8, I ran the 4x8 as a punishment. And whatever I did, I would never do it again because I handed that baton off and died. Like I went ahead, handed it, and just passed out.
It's not distance. It's mid distance. The 400 and the 800. Those are the two hardest races.
The 400 for grown men. I ain't gonna, that 800 is woo wee.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a lap or a 2-lap sprint if you're good at it.
It's insane. That's like, yes, well, I never did track, but just watching the people who did and understanding what it takes to do that is. Yeah, it's unreal. I don't know how people run that and don't just I guess a lot of people do. They run and then they collapse. Like as soon as they get done with it, because you're right. It's not long enough that you could just not jog, but you know what I mean? Like it's not a distance where you can pace yourself. You really still have to push as hard as you can. Yeah, it's incredible. Quentin in the chat said that when he was in high school, he was at his best, his freshman year of college, he was a defensive tackle at 320 pounds. He ran a 4.8. I'm going to believe that. I'm going to say that is accurate, and I like
320.
That's I like that.
We should all run a 40 in the spring.
No.
Yes.
Yes. Why would I do that? You can look mine up. Y'all can run it. I'm 446 for the rest of my life.
No.
For the rest of my life, 446.
I think Common Man and Timmy did that. At least when I was working with Mike, I know he ran one, but I can't remember what the time was. And I feel like Tim tried to as well.
5'7", 6 flat.
I don't remember what it was.
I got a Common Man at 6 flat. Easy.
I'm not running that.
I would be stoked with a 4.9.
I think anybody who's not a pro athlete should be stoked with anything with a 4 in front of it, Dylan. Yes, of course.
A person that with no training on how to run it, you ain't running no 4.9. You 5 flat.
Let's go with 5.9.
So tonight you have college football, the national championship. And I feel like everyone had this take and it is accurate. I think it is a spot on take. Why are we playing this now? You had Friday night could have been great for it. Saturday night could have been great for it. I know you have NFL games, but who cares? Like, why did we have to? We waited so long for this game. It's lost all the steam out of it, it feels like to me. I'll be excited tonight. I'll get into it.
You know why it lost the steam?
I just feel like it took so long to get to this game because we should have done this it should have been 5 or 6 days ago they got this done.
This is exactly why they need to move the transfer portal because it took all the juice away. Like the biggest thing in college football right now is where is such and such is going. That's all people care about.
Yeah,
and it has truly overshadowed these two teams and taken all the juice away. I always hated that it was on a Monday. They definitely need a day where people can enjoy it and not have to worry about getting up and going to work, or they need to start the game earlier in the day. Those are the two options to make that better. But to me, the transfer portal is the only thing in college football that people care and talk about right now.
Do you know why they do it on Monday? I'm 100% convinced of this. I don't care what other arguments they want to put out there.
Interfere with the NFL.
Partially that, but it's a bigger picture thing. What's going to happen tomorrow? Like you said, everyone's going to go to work, and what are they going to do?
Talk about the game.
They're going to flip on their radios. They're going to flip on their TVs. They're going to listen to whoever talks about sports that they like, and all those places will be talking about this game on Tuesday.
Well, we ain't going to talk about the Cavs tomorrow.
We can if you want to. Now, on Friday, if they would have had this game on Friday night, which would have made a lot of sense, you could have built up to it all week. You could have had Friday night, a better night, I think, for college football. Everyone doesn't have to get up the next day, but also everyone won't be talking about it on Monday. It would have already happened 2 days ago. It would have been all the NFL stuff would have buried it. I think the NFL stuff still buries it. I understand from a media standpoint why they do that. It's just annoying as a fan that, like, now the people who care most about this product either have to get up early tomorrow and go to work and kind of have to, like, dread this game being as late as it's going to go, or you just have to flat out, I don't know, not go to work tomorrow or like stay. Like if you're someone who really wants to enjoy this game, if you're an Indiana or Miami fan, you basically have to make peace with the fact you probably have to take tomorrow off to properly enjoy this game, let alone all the regular college football fans who just want to watch it, enjoy it, and may not want to stay up till midnight on a school or work.
What time to kick off? Don't tell me.
I'm sure it's like
8 o'clock.
I haven't looked.
It's probably listed.
I'm guessing it's 8 or 8:20 or something like that. Yeah, go see what the official kick is.
7:30. So that's 8 o'clock.
Okay. Yes. So I know you were trying to bring up the opposing argument. That's stupid because they play on Saturdays every single weekend, and we end up talking about it on Monday anyway.
I know, but that's their logic on it, is because there's not as much NFL. These playoff games of the NFL will overtake it in the national media. You will not get covered the same way.
So the calendar fix, I first heard Joel Klatt say this years ago, and I feel like a lot of people have leached onto this. Get rid of week 0. Start the season.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
That moves it all up a week right there. Then you get rid of the conference championship game. You start the playoff right there. If that takes playoff expansion for them to want to do that, I'm not trying to die on that hill, whatever. Yeah. Now we have the season moved up 2 weeks. Now we need to find a way to move it up 5 more days. So we play the national championship on New Year's Day, which is like college football's unofficial day. We make the national championship at the Rose Bowl every year. Okay, that's what we do. Open up the transfer portal January 2nd. College football.
I don't understand why we can't open up the transfer portal in February or March, but I know the answer they will give, which is, all the college classes will already be started. What will they do? And the answer is they will take a test or go through a process to say, hi, I transferred for college football purposes. Let me take this test that shows I could still jump into a class here. Then they can, the next semester that's open, they can go take classes then. If that happens to be over the summer, great. They got to take them over the summer. But like, you can have a semester where you're not going to class. Speaking of, one of the guys who's playing tonight in the national championship game, Carson Beck, was asked about this. What was it like for him to go through this week of preparation or the last couple of weeks to get ready for this game? Was he taking classes? Here's his answer to that question.
No class. I graduated 2 years ago, so obviously I've been working towards other degrees now that I've gotten to Miami, but these programs take a little longer than just a year to finish, so obviously I'm not enrolling again next semester, so I will be done after this season. But man, it's been awesome for this university, for this fan base, for this city, especially to have the opportunity to play in Hard Rock. You can see it. I mean, we're walking out of the facility yesterday. There's a ton of fans, a ton of people. Everyone's screaming, yelling, cheering. So it's been an awesome opportunity for this team, and I know all of us are super excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, people were mad that he said I'm not in class, and I think that's a misunderstanding of how college football works, which I get. Most people don't know this, but like if the Buckeyes were in the college football playoffs, Carnell Tate would not be taking classes because he's going to the NFL draft. Has nothing to do with the graduating or not. Has to do with you wouldn't enroll in classes if you're then going to go immediately and prepare for the draft, right, Tyvis? Like when you were playing, when you went to the draft, you weren't enrolling in classes this semester.
No. Well, no. So you got to make the decision because they say you got to enroll in class to be eligible and all those things. And I was like, they was like, if you're not going to be here, then you can just like cancel it. Like,
yeah, but the point is
they want you to enroll just in case you decide like no, I'm gonna stay another year.
But a guy like him who's extinguished his
Carson Beck's 23 years old.
Yeah, it's time. It's time. You.
Well, that dude for Ohio State on the basketball team, what's his name? Puff. They got from.
What is that all about?
That dude's like 25 years old.
What is this?
I saw that and I was like, man, okay, like he's been in college basketball. He had the COVID year. He had all the years, but they gave him another year, and so he's going to join the OSU basketball team. I cannot remember his last name.
Puff Johnson.
Puff Johnson, that's right. Puff the Magic Dragon, our guy. He's going to be here. He's going to save the season. But either way, legit, the dude is like 25 years old, and that's what you have with both Indiana and Miami. They got some guys who are well over the normal college age, but
how is this
those
going
are the
on?
rules.
How is this going on? I don't understand.
It's going on because every time the NCAA goes to court and says, I don't think you can do that, the judge is like, yeah, they can. Shut up, NCAA.
Yeah, they gave him
over there.
They gave him a medical red shirt. In hindsight, Puff Johnson.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
So that's how he's. The point is,
that's still like if you go to college at 18.
I don't know the math either. Ohio State got a running back from Florida that it's his 7th year.
Yeah, that again.
I don't understand. How are they doing this?
Because it's
over. Let
COVID
it go.
year, medical red shirt, regular red shirt, plus your 4 to you got 5 to do 4.
I thought the COVID year thing was done.
Yeah, but some of these guys are old enough; they still have it because they
should have been out of college years.
But
like
they
2
already
years
used
ago.
that, and then they got an extra year, and then they got a medical red shirt because they got injured in one of those other years.
They got to stop this.
Tyvis, if you could be a 7th year senior at Ohio State getting paid NIL, would you do it?
Do I have NFL potential?
Yeah, but you could do it after you could do it after your 7th year.
How much is we getting paid? That's the question.
I don't know.
How much is
you saved the season and have gotten interceptions in semifinals? I'm sure you would get paid handsomely.
So that's worth like $25,000.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go to the league. Just get on with it. Bob McElligott is going to join us to talk about the suddenly red-hot Columbus Blue Jackets coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now we are watching 2 issues. First, on the ramp from 71 northbound to Parsons, we are watching crews clear out a disabled vehicle there. And then on the north side of town, 270 westbound up to 23 northbound. Still watching crews clear out another small issue as well. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Men, it's the new year, and for many of us, it's a time of deciding to make positive changes in our lives. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with erectile dysfunction and are tired of the frustration and embarrassment ED causes, you should call Tri-State Men's Health today, because there probably isn't a better resolution you can make than to be done with ED. You see, ED doesn't just affect you, it can also affect your partner, even if they don't talk about it. But here's some great news. If you're like most guys, the treatments at Tri-State Men's Health will give you back your sex life, because our protocols have success rates that work in well over 90% of cases. Seriously, you might even find you're performing like you haven't in years. So, make an appointment and get ED out of your life. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654. That's 800-900-9654, or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 2 convenient locations in the area to serve you, in Hilliard and Westerville.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
It may be winter outside, but inside the Ohio Expo Center, it's golf season. The Columbus Golf Show is back for 3 days only, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Save up to 70% on golf equipment, accessories, and apparel, even vacation packages. Test the newest clubs, compete in skills competitions for great prizes, and get a free lesson from a PGA pro. Come tee it up indoors this weekend at the Ohio Expo Center, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th. For tickets, go to columbusgolfshow.com.
If you win playing the new Ultimate $5 million scratch-off, you don't have to tell anyone. But there will be signs. Signs like courtside seats. Signs like a water slide attached to your bedroom. Signs like upgrading your clunker to something less clunky. With over $200 million in prizes and the best odds in Ohio history to win $5 million, this is your sign to play the Ultimate $5 million scratch-off. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
As a teacher or coach, do you ever feel overwhelmed supporting kids' mental health?
Teachers need tons of help.
I had never experienced players being so down that they can't even participate.
It's so important that we are constantly educating ourselves.
It's the same as the CPR class to me. We're trying to save a life here.
The Kids Mental Health Foundation has free tools and information developed by experts. Scan the QR code or check out kidsmentalhealthfoundation.org to get started.
This is Pause Before You Play, and it's time for more game day picks from local sports fans. You're on the air. Who you got?
Actually, I'm not betting, just chilling and watching the game.
I know that move, a pause. Sounds like you've got a winning strategy.
Exactly. After I set limits and recognized the risk, I knew it was time to stop.
Now that is responsible betting, folks. Sports are fast. Betting shouldn't be. Make a plan at pausebeforeyouplay.org. That's pausebeforeyouplay.org.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Chances of snow showers this morning, otherwise cloudy skies and cold with temperatures in the teens and breezy winds. The wind and the temperatures are our main story today, as we will see temperatures drop throughout the day today with mostly cloudy skies. Feels like we'll get below zero, and then we'll see those gusty winds today continue into tonight with lows in the single digits, but our feels like below zero yet again with those breezy winds continuing. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. T-Bone and Tyvis present Talking Jackets. Talking Jackets.
A score! A turnover by the Islanders, and Adam Fantilli one more time puts it
it in the net.
Your look inside the world of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Every Monday, we talk to our guy, the voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets, Bob McElligott. Bobby Mack joining us on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Bob, Jackets break them up. 4-game winning streak, and they go into Pittsburgh and get a win in the shootout. That's just something that doesn't happen very often, does it?
No. And I'll tell you what really doesn't happen. To win in Pittsburgh twice in the same season in what was almost an identical game, a game that goes into a shootout to get the win. So, hey, we'll take it right now. 2 weeks ago we were talking here, and it was end of the world, doom and gloom, all that stuff. And now all of a sudden it's 4 in a row. New coach, new attitude, and a lot of home games coming up here.
Bob, these two is just so negative. You need my positivity. It was never a doubt over here with me.
Okay.
Okay. The talk of the town has.
If you go 0-4 on this trip, is it over? Is it the end of the season?
I was asking the questions that the world wanted to know.
Sure, Tyvis.
Hey,
Sure.
I didn't say it wasn't a worthwhile question. I didn't say it wasn't.
Sure, Tyvis.
It wasn't exactly positive either.
The talk of the town for the past couple of games have been Elvis Merzlikins. What has gotten into him because he's all of a sudden standing on his head?
Well, I tell you, you had a coach that obviously liked the other goaltender better than he liked you. And let's just be honest about that, right? The amount of time that Elvis started going in between games, they began the season alternating those guys every other game, and then Jet became the guy, and Elvis goes 8 games without playing, and then they put him in against Colorado, and it's kind of like throw him to the wolves kind of a thing. So he's it's like in the real world when. If you get a new boss and you feel like the old guy liked everybody but you, now you have an opportunity to kind of cement your own reputation with that person. I think that's what Elvis is going through right now. And to be honest with you, I think Elvis has been really good off the ice this year. I think he's in a really good place where, even when he wasn't playing, he wasn't making noise. He just shut up, bided his time. And now he gets the chance to play. And look, all you can do is do a great job whenever you're asked to do it. And if you do that, then you're going to garner the attention that he's got, in my opinion, in the last 2 games.
Well, that was what I was going to ask you about Elvis, Bob, is that he is a guy who has, over the years, certainly developed a reputation for being a bit of a player who rides the emotional waves up and down, right? At the very least. Seems like, some infusion of confidence is a very good thing for him. But would you blame Jackets fans who say, all right, but what's this going to be like in a month? Is that fair to ask, or do you think this is a different Elvis this go around?
Well, it's fair to ask because of the track record. So there's, can you be in one place right now and be somewhere else in a month? You've shown over the course of the years that you've been here that that's very possible. So it's up to him to maintain not just his game, but where he is mentally. But, I just think he's in a good place right now. I saw him after the game in the room, and I said to him, I go, hey, that's a great job. Of course, you didn't have any choice because, as you guys know, he did that post-game interview on Thursday, and he said, we're going into Pittsburgh, we're going to win.
Yeah.
And when you say that and then you're playing, it's right on you. And I told him, they played that on the Pittsburgh pregame broadcast. They played your clip of saying that after the game. And he goes, they did? Really? And I said, yeah. So, you know what?
That's how that works, buddy. That's going to happen. Yeah, for sure.
But see, this is what's funny to me because I think years ago he would expect all of that and he would, that would be a thing for him, right? He'd be trying to create that. I don't know that he was trying to create that the other night. I think he was just saying what he felt. And he was a little bit surprised by it. But, as I told him, it doesn't matter what they did because you stuck it to him and you had no choice. And he laughed. And so that's why I just think he's different right now. But again, it's got to be about the team. It can't be about just him. That's what his problem has always been. He gets to a point where it's about him. But he wasn't about, oh, I'm not playing. Poor me. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. He hasn't been like that, quite frankly. And now as he gets to play, he's been a better player.
You know, Bob, when they beat Calgary and Vancouver, you know, when they made the coaching switch, I was like, you know, they're supposed to do that. You know, those two teams aren't good. The Pittsburgh one woke me up. But these next 3 games that they got, Ottawa, Dallas, and Tampa Bay, obviously Ottawa and them are tied for points. So that game is huge. But don't you think, like, this will tell a lot, these next 3 games, if they can find a way to win these 3?
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And, you know, Ottawa's been kind of in a situation where their number one goaltender had walked away from the team for personal reasons, and they've been scrambling to try to figure out, you know, what's going on there, you know, who's playing in goal for them and how good the guy can play game in and game out. You know, Dallas has been the same way. Dallas is a really good team, but they've been kind of they've been in a rut here the last couple of weeks on their schedule. I think it's a good time to catch these two teams. Blue Jackets did beat Dallas earlier this year in Dallas, which is a tough thing to do. And Tampa is back to being Tampa. I mean, they're back to being a powerhouse here in the Eastern Conference. So, yes, I agree with you, Tyvis. This week is going to show a lot. But I will tell you this, the Calgary and Vancouver, and this is the reality of the National Hockey League, they are two teams out of the playoffs points-wise, like the Blue Jackets, but they don't play like it. So nothing is easy. Nothing is a given in this league. But, yes, the competition on paper going into the games this week is it's noticeable.
Bigger picture stuff here, Bob. And we're talking with Bob McKelligan on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets tomorrow night against Ottawa at Nationwide. The question I have about Zach Werenski, like, he's playing out of his mind. He's playing awesome. I know they had to go down to 5 defensemen, and, you know, he ate up minutes as he always does. But Kromarchenko scoring on Saturday night, that tied him with Zach for the team lead in goals with 18, which is, I mean, a testament to Zach Werenski and just how good he is. Is there ever a scenario you see where he actually can win the award for the best defenseman in the NHL as long as, you know, Cale Makar is in the league? Like, is that a possibility for him? Because I think this is a year where he had a strong case last year. He may even have a stronger one this year.
I agree with you. And I think, to answer your question in one word, yes, I think there is that scenario that exists. And I think that it's strengthened by where he finished in the voting last year, because, you know, he's always been good, but he's never been as good as he was last year. And you come back this year and you're doing it again, and you're going to be in the conversation, and who knows where you're going to be points wise. Isn't it ironic? It's an award for best defenseman in the league, but it basically runs on how many points you get, which is not defending, that's scoring.
Right.
They should really make two awards, you know. Are you good at being a scoring defenseman, or are you good at being a defensive defenseman? But anyway,
yeah.
So, you know, doing it again, if things continue the way that they are right now, I think he has a really good chance, to be honest with you, because now people aren't going to just look at him as a one-off guy. They'll be like they are with Cale Makar. Going into the season, you expect him to be at a certain level by the end of the year. And I think you can start expecting Zach Werenski to be at that level now too, so that, you know, it legitimizes what he does. I think that's very possible.
Bob McKelligan, as always, joins us Mondays. Thanks for the info, Bob. We appreciate it. Tomorrow, have a great call, and we'll talk to you next week, all right?
All right, guys. Thanks.
There you go. Bob McKelligan on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets tomorrow taking on Ottawa at Nationwide. Starts at 7. Dude, I'm telling you, if they can get through, they've got 9 games until the break. You know, if you can be better than 500 over those 9 games, which I know, given that there's 9, you either have to be better or worse. But you know what I'm saying? With all the overtime losses and stuff like that, if this team can just be, let's say, I don't think they're going to win all of them, but if you can be at a like 650 clip or something like that for these next 9 games, that'll put you in playoff position. That'll have you, you know, riding high into the Olympic break. And then you have to come out of that and play strong. But that will tell a lot to what this front office's strategy is going to be, I feel like, over these next 9 games.
Yeah, I'm looking at it from a standings point. Obviously, tomorrow's game against Ottawa is a big one because they're both tied with 51 points, so that will move them ahead. You got to hope that these other teams hit a slow streak where they just can drop in some games, and you got to catch some ground. You got to gain some momentum.
It's cliche, but control what you can control.
Pretty much.
And
that's
Bones
all you
seems
can
to have
do.
them playing. He has them playing with some belief and some confidence. Is that just, you know, going to in 2 weeks go away, or are they going to turn this into something real. That's the big test for this team coming up next. One of the most bizarre situations I have ever seen in sports. It unfolded this weekend in the NFL playoffs. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Monday. Still watching 2 issues out there. First, on the ramp from 71 northbound to Parsons Avenue downtown. Slight slowdowns as you reach that spot. And then on the north side of town, 270 westbound to 23 northbound. Watching crews clear out a disabled vehicle there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Truck drivers, take control of your schedule in 2026 with a home daily driving job at Midwest Logistics Systems. As an MLS driver, you'll have a consistent Monday through Friday work week, earn predictable pay, and haul no-touch freight while driving out and back routes. Plus, MLS drivers fuel their paychecks with performance-based bonuses and enjoy a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Don't wait. Learn about our selection of local dedicated driving jobs and apply today at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
Statistics show that roughly 20 veterans die by suicide every day in the United States. Canines for Warriors is the leading nonprofit organization providing highly trained service dogs to veterans with PTSD and other invisible wounds of war. Backed by scientific research, Canines for Warriors has transformed the lives of more than 1,000 veterans, helping them reclaim their independence. To find out more, please visit caninesforwarriors.org.
An encyclopedic knowledge of sports and other random things you may or may not care about.
I think I found my mentor.
Lockman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan. 2 men, 1 appendix. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, Tyvis, I'm putting you on the spot right here, right now. Matt Stafford, Hall of Famer, yes or no?
Right now?
Right now, today.
No.
Come on, Tyvis.
What are we doing?
No.
Why?
He has no MVPs
yet.
He finally got the All-Pro this season.
He's gonna
he's gonna get the MVP.
He's gonna get the MVP.
So,
you said right now he don't got it.
After the NFL honors,
you've seen enough. Is he not the best quarterback in the league right now? Like this year,
yeah.
This year he's the best quarterback.
That's
in the
why
league.
he's first team All-Pro.
You don't need So you don't need someone to tell you that. I'm saying now that you've seen that piece, because I know you are Mr. You have to have been the best player in the league at least part of your career to be considered a Hall of Famer. All the other stats are there. He now will have that final component. I mean, what we've seen from this guy is he is the best quarterback in the league this year.
He went in.
I'm shocked that it's happening, but it is.
They give him MVP, and he go to the Super Bowl winning and win Super Bowl MVP. He's 1,000%.
What do you mean, Tyvis?
He's 1,000%.
All right, let's say he loses next week, but he still wins MVP. Are you going to then acknowledge that he is? If they lose to the Rams, he should still be in the Hall of Fame.
He is the Rams.
Why did I say the Rams? The Seahawks is what I meant. If they lose to the Seahawks. It's been a long morning. It's only 7:31. If they lose to the Seahawks, though, would you say never mind? I feel like he has to be in the Hall of Fame, even under your ridiculous criteria.
He
has
does
to be
match his ridiculous criteria without it. All Tyvis says is that he has to be basically. There has to be a season where they were considered the best at their position.
We're already there. I feel like right now we've already hit that threshold.
Now he's changed it to he's got to win 2 more games and win Super Bowl MVP.
No, I didn't say that.
Did he not just say that?
No, that's not what I said.
He also already has a Super Bowl for what it's worth.
This is what's wrong with the world. Y'all hear what y'all want to hear.
You said no
today,
doubt.
Is he in? No. I said when he get MVP, he's in. I said if he really wants to be in for sure, he'll win. If he wins Super Bowl MVP, he's 1,000%.
Well, here's my take. He's for sure in right now.
Okay.
He could die right now of a heart attack. And he's in the Hall of Fame.
Even without the MVP.
He was in the Hall of Fame last week. He was in the Hall of Fame last year.
That's fine.
All right. Well,
listen, the thing is, I'm not going to kill you for how you feel.
To be fair, if he did drop dead, they would absolutely give him the MVP out of posthumously. That would be done for anybody. But it's already done. He's already won it. They just haven't announced it yet. I'm asking right now. Let's say they said, never mind, we're never giving out MVP awards again starting this week. We're not going to do it going forward. He won't have an MVP to his name, but I think our eyeballs tell us enough. Do they not? Come on, Tyvis. You have to answer this question.
Tyvis just drives me crazy because only Tom Brady and Joe Montana belong in the Hall of Fame at quarterback. That's it. No one else is worthy.
I mean, yeah.
He's a small hall guy.
I am.
He is like a thumbnail.
Because you're telling me,
like he is the tiniest. He wants your Twitter Avi.
He's the greatest. He's one of the greatest of all time, and I just don't think that's the truth.
Tyvis, like I've said before, if we all became billionaires and could buy the Hall of Fame and knock it down and put it back up again, I would want your criteria for the Hall of Fame.
I agree.
So I don't understand why it is in reality. I don't understand why you sit here and criticize
because I see other people that are in the Hall of Fame,
no sense to me.
And then you compare them.
Yeah, they shouldn't be.
Yeah, but they are.
They shouldn't be.
So now lower your Tyvis.
I know I'm not
lower your standards, as Dylan loves to say. His favorite phrase: lower your standards.
Not doing that. The standard is the standard.
All right, that's where I am usually, and I get yelled at on the show when I say that. All right. So anyway, Stafford, despite the heroics of Caleb Williams last night, ultimately Caleb Williams couldn't get the job done, but man, he made some great plays in that game. Also threw some picks, but the Rams got it done on the road in Chicago. They go to play the Seahawks next week, and who, by the way, I thought it was going to be the Tyvis Bowl. I thought was going to be a lot more entertaining. It was not. That was a domination by the Seahawks.
From the opening kick.
Yeah.
Woo! I was like, man, this is, yeah.
Oh, the opening kick going back for a touchdown. As soon as that happened, I thought, unless they do a Ted Ginn, where, like, not him, but the Buckeyes after that.
Jump on him and injury.
Right. Well, yeah, I don't mean to bring him up, but poor Roy Hall having jumped on him and gets blamed for that all the time. But the point is, ultimately, I thought if nothing like that happens, as long as, like, that is the only thing they do the rest of the game, Seahawks are rolling in this way. And they did. They never looked back. And a lot of injuries for the Niners, but, hey, doesn't matter. And Seahawks won.
Back to the Bears-Rams game. One, I thought once the Rams stopped them on that 4th and goal when it was like 3 minutes left, I said,
17-10.
It's over.
I thought so too.
I rolled over. My wife continued to watch the game because she don't work today because she actually did the thing and took MLK Day off.
Happy Martin Luther King Day.
She's such a slacker. Anyways.
It's a national holiday.
Yeah, she's a slacker. The only thing you're supposed to do, if you're going to take Martin Luther King Day off, then you need to go to the museums.
That's fine.
Let's march.
Let's go. I'm with you.
The bus is still free back in the day, like back in Cleveland, like the Rita bus used to be free, like the city
I would hope.
Public bus.
They should all be free.
I wonder if that's
let's make them free all the time.
Anyways,
another story for another day.
But anyways, so that I roll over to go to sleep, and I'm almost asleep, and all I hear is, "Oh my gosh!" And it's like, what happened? She was like, "That is amazing." So I turned over and I seen that he threw this touchdown. So now I got to watch this because I'm up.
Yeah.
And the overtime really bothered me because the Caleb Williams interception to DJ Moore, I'm just like,
oh God,
I don't know what DJ Moore was doing on this play. Like, everybody knows if you,
I'll tell you, he was doing exercise is what he was doing. There was no route running on that.
They literally are putting a safety, making him make a decision, and you run the route. You're supposed to run it flat. You just keep running over. It's like he threw the ball flat because he thought you was gonna flatten the thing out. You gave it to where the safety could undercut it and make a play. I would have been sick at DJ. He was balling that game, too.
Who looked like the receiver on that play? Yeah, you're right. He was playing great in that game, but who looked like the receiver on that play?
The safety.
Right. Not him. So, yeah, the way he attacked the ball on that, I was like, dang, that is not a good look. And Caleb Williams after the game.
Poor Fish and Common Man. And
Brandon Beam. Beam is a huge Bears fan as well.
You know why DJ Moore ran that route like that?
Why?
He was concussed.
Oh, yeah, he got hit a couple times.
He came out of the game,
went back in.
Put him in protocol. They threw him the ball. The first play he came back, he went back on the sideline after that. Should have just sat out.
Speaking of injuries, this is the situation that I don't remember seeing at all. So the Broncos win that game against the Bills. We know about the controversy with the PI calls and the interception call and all that stuff. In that game, the Broncos get it done. Bo Nix does the interview on the field and whatever. Walks off the field, nothing's thought of. About a half hour after the game, maybe 40 minutes after the game, you hear from Sean Payton, who came back out and gave his press conference where he said, so Bo Nix is out for the season. And I'm like, did I not see the game?
That's
did
what
I watch?
when did this happen?
Right. And so he said it was the second to last play, which some people interpreted as because they kicked the field goal. Well, they thought it was the kneel down. It wasn't. And he actually later said it wasn't even the second. It was probably the third to last play. Remember they had the play where he ran the ball, like they ran it over the left side, and then they threw that pass that I believe got a pass interference. And then he did the kneel down, I think, after that, if I'm remembering the sequence. Anyway, it's not the kneel down, and it's not even the play before it. It was like 3 plays before they kicked the field goal. He runs, gets tackled by his legs, and when he gets up from that, you can see him kind of looking down at his feet. He's walking a little gingerly, but nothing that you would have really noticed until now. But that appears to be where he injured it. And then they went on, did the next 2 plays, and when he came off the field, Sean Payton basically said, yeah, he came off the field and said, careful, coach, because he tried to do a chest bump. And he was like, careful, coach, something's messed up. And he goes, what's wrong? He said, my ankle. He said, all right, well, just watch this field goal and enjoy it. And then we'll and they kicked the field goal. They won. Game's over. He does the interview. And then he said they immediately went in with the trainers. And it was Sean Payton said he got done with his interview, walked back in the room, and the trainers were standing there in his office. And he said, usually we do go over injuries, but not like immediately after the game like that. So that's when he knew something was bad. And they told him, yeah, he's going to need surgery. So Jarrett Stidham, who has thrown the same number of passes as you and I have for the Broncos this year, will now try to win the AFC championship for them.
Nick Foles had a great tweet. Did you see it? Where he was like, right now Broncos fans seem like it's the end of the world, but, you're going up against the Patriots and they struggle with backup quarterback.
That's fine. That's fine. I did say... I saw someone, speaking of tweets that people, I saw that former quarterback, there was a quote about C.J. Stroud. I saw someone made this tweet that went viral.
Charlie Batch.
Well, someone said, when did C.J. Stroud turn into Charlie Batch?
Yeah.
And then Charlie Batch retweeted. How did I get involved in this? How am I catching strays? Great tweet.
I'm not willing to bet a scrotum piercing over this, but there is no way we're getting a Seattle-Denver or a Seattle-New England Super Bowl. That would just be disgusting. The Rams are making the Super Bowl.
Are you saying this is rigged?
I'm normally against the people that say stuff's rigged or scripted or whatever, but there is no way they're keeping the Rams out of this Super Bowl. This would be the most disgusting Super Bowl I could ever remember.
Why?
If it's the Seahawks versus the Broncos.
Why would you want to watch
that happened?
2 great defenses?
Happened, 10 years ago?
That was when the Legion of Boom and Peyton Manning were on those teams.
Have you met the defense the Seahawks have now?
What are you talking about?
Is it historic?
They were showing the numbers. A lot of their numbers was as good since.
Are you telling me that this defense is better than the Legion of Boom?
What's their
Call Sherm right now and ask him. Let's call him on the show.
What time? It is 4:41 where Sherm is. He should not be answering the phone.
Working out.
I love the fact their defense is called the Dark Side. That's pretty great. Like that's what the Seahawks defense. That's their nickname is Dark Side. Love it. Great. It's not Legion of Boom great, but it's pretty good.
So you think it's going to be
where are the superstars if the Rams don't make the Super Bowl?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah, Sam Darnold, baby.
Fresh on the scene, JSN.
Sam Darnold.
To everybody but us in this region of the country.
Sam Darnold is fantastic.
Is he?
Superstar.
That's why he's on his 3rd team in 3 years.
And guess what? The Vikings are like, damn, that was our bad. We messed that up. Whoops. I bet you they'd love to have him back. All right, Overachiever of the Week coming up next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Just one trouble spot right now. 71 southbound as you're pushing in to East Dublin Granville Road. We've got the right shoulder blocked off because of an issue that crews are watching. Again, that's in those southbound lanes as you're pushing into Dublin Granville Road. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
New year, new you, new truck from Germain Toyota of Columbus. And the deals are built tough. Drive home the all-new 2026 Toyota Tacoma with 2.99% financing for up to 48 months. Need more muscle? The 2026 Toyota Tundra delivers with 2.99% financing for up to 72 months or take $3,000 in customer cash. Germain Toyota has the truck and the deal you've been waiting for. Shop today at Germain Toyota of Columbus, where selection, value, and trust come stand standard. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Guys and ladies, get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free. And the women's hormone test, normally $299, is only $99 now, and the weight loss consultation is free. You can walk in or book an appointment now at getmyhealthfix.com. So if you've been suffering from the symptoms of low testosterone, such as constant tiredness, lack of focus, or just feeling off, at Synergenics and Low T Center, you can meet with a real provider. You get real medication, and you get real results. Plus, you can choose if you want to be treated in the clinic or if you want to receive at-home treatment. Either way, it all starts with a simple, quick, free TRT test at the center. The on-site lab means you get results in about 20 minutes. No waiting for days like other places. For a limited time, the women's hormone test only $99 and the men's test is free. Go to getmyhealthfix.com. That's getmyhealthfix.com. Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle. Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score.
Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up, you get early payout on parlays too. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. And app only.
Hey folks, winter is here. The number one cost for everyone each month are those pesky heating bills that never stop increasing. It is time to take action and do something about it. Call USA Insulation today and get your home insulated with our premium foam for only $99 a month, interest-free. That's right, $99 a month. You can have a warm, cozy home that you and your family deserves. 529-2440, 529-2440 or USAinsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
Alexa, how do I handle this leaky pipe under my kitchen sink?
The best answer is to call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222.
Alexa, how do I reconnect my toilet to the sewer line?
Kevin, do yourself a favor and just call the Waterworks.
You're right. What's that number again? Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222. Better care, better value, better results.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
Hey, it's Anthony, and of all the things you think about for a new year, the one thing that should be right at the top of your list is comfort and foot pain relief. I've told you my personally fit arch supports from the Good Feet store have made a massive difference in my life every day. Every time I leave the house, I feel supported, aligned, and I know my body is going to feel better. Not just my feet. My knees feel better. And of course, my lower back. They are so much different than just the over-the-counter insoles. My Good Feet arch supports are designed to balance and strengthen my feet. And I always feel like my feet are being guided into their ideal position. They're strong, supportive, and flexible. I will never wear a pair of shoes without them. When you go to the Good Feet store, you'll get a comprehensive foot analysis by their trained specialist. You'll get a digital foot scan that helps design your personal arch support system and, of course, any follow-up support you need. They have more than 3 decades of helping customers. Make an appointment right now online at goodfeet.com. Good Feet, good life.
Bishop and Friends.
Got to get some throat coat.
A lot of different ways you could go with that.
It's just you don't have throat, dude. You've not heard of throat coat?
I've heard it in multiple different contexts.
Well, Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
When Tyvis looks at Bone, he sees the future. Bald, fat, white. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Got a fun day in store when I get home after doing the show this morning.
Fun,
Obviously,
huh?
yeah, very fun.
Must be nice.
The dishwasher over the weekend. We go to pull the dishes out, and they're just all like they're not drying, they're not cleaning.
There is very few dishwashers that actually fully dries the.
No. I know that. Like where you get the little bit left over if you have like a glass
Correct.
that has a depression at the like it's upside down.
Yep.
We get that. But like mostly they dry.
Yeah.
Now it's like it's like they're just someone sprayed a hose on them and left is what it looks like. But also some of the stuff's not coming out. Like some of the, it's not getting clean.
Oh.
So the last couple of days we noticed this on Saturday. So I've been
hand washing.
Well, yes and no. I mean, we did, but what I'm saying is I've been tasked with troubleshooting this, and I don't know if you know this. I'm not a licensed appliance repairman, so I'm like reading. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm looking at the manual. I'm doing all this stuff, and at some point, there's a level that I have to attain as a husband before my wife will hit the button and go, "Never mind, we need to pay and call someone." I have to earn the call to the appliance repairman. I have to show. So it's real fun because I have to show how stupid I am, how I don't know what I'm doing, how I'm very bad at this, but I have to fumble around with it for like 2 days. So I pull out the filter, check that. I'm like doing other things. We run a couple different cycles. Nothing works. I think we're about 90% there. Today, I think I've got one more idea. And if that doesn't fix it, we can call the repairman. As opposed to just, if we called him Saturday, we could already be done with this. And I'm just saying, this is where I'm at. I gotta actually earn it as a husband. I got to do my job to show that I tried to do it. Do you have to do that, or do you just like call the repairman?
Yeah, I just called a repairman.
He calls Cardale.
No. He is the last person you want to call.
Dylan, are you handy at all? Do you fix things around? See, yeah.
So it's funny. The other day, I closed the door, my front door, and the doorknob just came off.
Wow.
Yes, I don't know why.
That's bad.
It showed no signs of it being janky or anything.
And it just fell off.
And it was like we were about to go to gymnastics and we were going to Chick-fil-A before. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I called my dad. I was like, hey, can you stop by on the way home from work? I have no shame. I don't care. And he did. And he came and he put he thought either the knob broke or the lock broke. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this is all intact still.
So let me get
He didn't believe me. He went to the Home Depot, got a new lock, and then he showed up and he was like, all you needed to do was like screw it back in. I was like, I don't care.
So let me get so you left your house with the door.
What else was I supposed to do, Tyvis?
Not leave.
Stay there and wait until you got
I'm
it
not
fixed.
skipping gymnastics and dealing with the wrath of a 6-year-old. Are you kidding me? I'd rather someone come steal my stuff than deal with all of that.
Have you seen Dylan in his leotard? He is not going to waste that. He's got to go do his flips.
And now, it's time to highlight someone who's better than us in every single way. Meet our overachiever of the week.
All right, so mine is going to be pretty off the board, but it's Ohio State related. How about this? The Ohio State dance team, they capped off a successful weekend for the Buckeyes at the National Championships in Orlando. It is their third consecutive Jazz National Championship. They have won 6 of 7 of these. I mean, that's pretty dominant, right?
6-7.
Yeah, sure, that. Let's do the 6-7 thing again for the millionth time. And then throw ourselves off a building. No, but shout out to OSU. This is great. Nice for the dance team. Dominant in every sport is the goal for Ohio State athletics. And you know what? Next year, the transfer portal, if they lose half these, dancers, I'm going to be pissed, and I'm going to hold their coach the same standards I hold Ryan Day to. I'm going to be real mad about it, but shout out to them for winning the championship. Good job.
They get transfer portals, too?
I don't know. I don't know what the window is. Actually, their transfer portal is like during this event. They actually have like a 12-minute window where you can transfer. While you're on the floor doing your routine, that's when you can transfer in the dance. But shout out to them. Good job, OSU dance team.
Can we get a hold of someone at 11 Warriors and do a dance team portal watch?
You know
like
what? They
do for the
probably
football team?
have someone who can do it. I would be shocked if they didn't. Of course. I'm sure they got someone who knows what's going on. Go ahead, Tyvis.
My overachiever of the week is the Patriots defense. We're forcing 5 takeaways from Houston. Now, 4 of them. Some of them interceptions CJ was throwing, they was like, they gave me the same vibe I had when Shador would throw his, and I'd be like, what is he doing? That's kind of what I did with CJ. I was like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Too much is the answer. That's what he's doing, too much. And then obviously they got 4 interceptions and 1 fumble recovery from, the Texans. So shout out to them, man. That defense has always been about the defense with the Patriots. We always talk about Tom Brady and how great he was with the Patriots, but we always forget the fact that he always had a top 5 defense. And the Patriots seem to be trying to figure that out again. Wow, the craziest flip. They was 3-14 last year, and now they 14-3 with a game away from the Super Bowl, man.
To the AFC Championship.
We had Mike Vrabel in the building, and we let him walk away.
The Browns again, that would indicate that Mike Vrabel wanted the job.
Right.
And I don't know that that's the case. But if he did, then yes, it's a travesty. But I don't know if that's the case.
So, next year, Kevin will be in the Super Bowl with the Falcons.
Oh, don't worry. We'll get to that in a minute. Who's
so
your
are the
overachiever?
Patriots your overachiever, Tyvis, or is CJ Stroud point shaving? It can't be both. It's got to be one or the other.
I don't want to believe that CJ point shaves.
I think we could just go
with the Patriots.
I think we could just go with not great. Not great for him.
My overachiever is Junie Mobley. 28 points against UCLA, career high. And I really feel like for this team, Bruce shouldn't be the leading scorer on this team if this team's going to be good. Junie should be the leading scorer on this team, where Bruce is more of like the all-around stud. So it was nice to see Junie finally reach his potential.
Junie Mobley
scoring.
had, 26? 28. But he had 6 threes in the game, which is very much needed. Hitting free throws. Yeah, he was awesome.
Honorable mention to Devin Royal as well.
Yeah, 3 guys going over 20, with, of course, Bruce being the third.
I just want to see Taysom Chapman play well.
That'd be great.
He played against Washington, I believe.
I feel like that's right. But that was
just a lot of hype behind him, and injuries.
Here's what I know. Get Bruce to the tourney. That is the goal this year for OSU basketball. He deserves it. He's been here 4 years. He's been a captain 4 years. He's never seen an NCAA tournament. You have to get him there. We will talk about C.J. Stroud's awful weekend and what that actually means for, the current Buckeye coaching staff. More on that in a second. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. We are still watching crews clear out a small issue just past the 71-270 split on the north side. This is in those southbound lanes of I-71. The right shoulder is blocked off. Again, just past that 71-270 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your Fan Traffic.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Hey everyone, it's Berm here. The weird part isn't that I'm down 27 pounds in 4 weeks. It's how normal this feels. I'm not starving. I feel great. My belt's 3 notches tighter and I'm enjoying the process. That's Awaken 180. That's awaken180weightloss.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Below freezing? Fire up the grill at Billiards Plus. The grilling season never ends. While you're grill shopping, you'll love browsing Central Ohio's largest selection of pool tables, game furniture, and shuffleboard. Family owned and operated. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Day 1, the hardest day. The day you hear,
this is a type of blood cancer.
At the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we are here to help you move past day 1. To learn more and get help on any day, visit LLS.org or call 1-800-955-4572.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Bass R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
You still thinking job change in the new year?
Yeah, I need something that's in high demand and more stable in this economy.
IT?
Yeah, cybersecurity, maybe even AI.
That's what I did.
Really? How?
Went to My Computer Career. You don't need any prior experience, and you could start your new career in a matter of months. A lot of IT pros go to school there, too, to level up.
Sweet. Are classes online or on campus?
Both.
Well, I'll check it out. Thanks.
Make this your year. Take the free career evaluation now at mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Toyotathon is on at Tansky Sawmill Toyota. With inventory on the lot and fresh inventory rolling in daily, now is the time to treat yourself before the holidays. Visit TanskySawmillToyota.com for Toyotathon specials or visit our festive showroom on the corner of Sawmill and 161 in Dublin. And when you think Toyota, think Tansky.
Think Toyota. Think Tansky. Think Tansky.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. One of the great annoyances in life, at least for me, is the check engine light, right? You get in your car, you see the check engine light, and you go, I got to take care of that. I don't know what it is. So you let it sit there forever. It bugs you, and eventually a bigger problem happens. Well, every day in your house, your check engine light might be on, but it's not your engine. It's your windows. Because you sit down on your couch, you feel the cold, drafty air coming in through your windows, and you go, I got to do something about these windows. But just like the check engine light, I'm afraid of how much it's going to cost, and I don't know where to go. I can't help you with your check engine light, but I can help you with your windows. Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows free sale is going on now. Stop wasting money by letting the warm air in your house escape through your cold, drafty windows. You're spending more on your heating bills when you don't have to. Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 Windows free sale is the perfect time to address this problem. Plus, 0 down, 0 monthly payments, and 0 interest for 2 years. That could be yours as well. Schedule an estimate today. WindowNation.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. It was another exciting weekend in the NFL playoffs. In the AFC Divisional round, the Broncos beat the Bills in controversial fashion, 33-30, while the Patriots defeated the Texans 28-16. Over in the NFC, the Seahawks routed the 49ers 41-6, and the Rams were able to pull out a dramatic overtime victory versus the Bears in Chicago 20-17. On the ice, the Columbus Blue Jackets got another win under new head coach Rick Bowness. They beat the Pittsburgh Penguins in a shootout 4-3. The basketball Buckeyes hosted UCLA over at the Shot and won 86-74. John Mobley Jr. led all scorers with 28 points. The Bucks will play again tomorrow night. They'll be at home versus Minnesota. Tip-off is at 6:30 right here on The Fan. This update is sponsored by Uber Eats. Uber Eats has a great deal waiting for you at El Vaquero. From now until March 31st, buy one quesadilla, get another one free on the app.
If it's 4:30 in the morning and you see a ginger version of Dom DeLuise speeding down 33, don't panic. It's just T-Bone.
We are riding. We are riding.
We like driving. We like driving.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
We are eating.
We are eating.
Happy Martin Luther King Day to everybody. It's obviously one of the great men of our society. Everything he did, all that he sacrificed for this country, Martin Luther King, a great man, and we honor his legacy today. We are working, doing our job. We showed up and we're doing it.
Well, I mean,
but if you don't have to work, congrats to you. They make us work every day here.
Do you know if it wasn't for Martin Luther King, you and I wouldn't be doing the show?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think I have an idea of what you mean by that, but maybe you can feel free to expound on that.
Well, desegregation.
Well, it's true enough. But Tyvis, I would have been right in there, just like I would have blasted through that line and said, "Are you kidding me? I got to work with Tyvis. I don't care about that."
We are clearly the most diverse show on the station. It's not even close.
Right. We have a black man, we have a Hispanic man, and we have a fat man. So much diversity. No women on the show, apparently. That part of diversity we haven't done yet. We'll do that later.
We have Brianna and Amy.
Well, that's true enough.
Meredith.
And Meredith, right? They do pop on the show. That's right. And they do all the weather and traffic for us. That's true. I just meant it's like a main host.
Right.
But,
See that Martin Luther King is smiling at our show.
yeah, that's
You bring that up, T-Bone, you're about to get replaced for a female host.
Go ahead. I had a good run. I'm not going to be mad. That's fine. I'm happy to be here as long as I have been. If that happens, that's great. I probably earned it. Someone else's turn is there. That's totally fine. So we've been talking about the bad day that C.J. Stroud had in the playoffs. Not good yesterday. And I'll tell you what, it was Troy Aikman who said it on the broadcast, where he basically said this dude peaked in his rookie year and hasn't really done much since, and we need to figure out why that is. And I don't know if there's a great answer on that.
You know what the difference is?
What's that?
Is in his rookie year, he had Bobby Slowick, and now he has a different OC.
But wasn't he also the OC last year?
I think he was. They got rid of him last year.
Like or maybe at the beginning of the season or something.
Yeah, because CJ got him fired.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Wow.
So are you saying it's CJ?
Yes.
Well, I mean, at some point when you're paid the millions of dollars to make it work, like it's got to be on you. And I don't think every one of those interceptions was on him yesterday. There were a couple that glanced off people's hands, but also he threw one that was he threw a pass that was so bad, it tore Cade Stover's ACL. Like, that's how, I mean, it did. You saw it. You saw it. Cade's trying to reach back for it, his knee buckles and blew out his ACL. Like, I think, allegedly, that's what it looked like. Just saying, it was a bad pass. Like, this man did not, he made some bad throws. It's true, is it not? He was open and he had to reach back and his knee buckled, and I'm sorry, but it happened.
I'm the biggest CJ Stroud apologist that I know, going back to when people wanted to bench him after his first start against Minnesota on that weird Friday night game or whatever.
First half was terrible. His second half was much better.
But he's about to be on his third offensive coordinator. It's time to, like Tyvis says, to pull the thumb.
Yeah, right. Got to point yourself. At some level, you got to point yourself. And beyond that, I think it's worth having a broader discussion about quarterback development here at Ohio State, does it not? I mean, we know this offense can generate a lot of points. We see that it can obviously produce some very high completion percentages. And CJ, his rookie year, looked like, finally they've broken through, right? Because that was a thing that for a long time has dogged this program, pre-Ryan Day, pre-Urban Meyer, going back for years and years and years, not having like first-round draft talent coming out of Ohio State, given all the other pieces that they hit on, wide receiver talent, secondary, corners, safeties, all that. We had guys at every position on the field, basically, offense, defensive line. Everyone seems to eat when they get to the NFL from Ohio State. You find lots of guys every year in the draft who go and have great careers. But at quarterback, who's the best quarterback the Buckeyes have produced? Go back and find it.
CJ Stroud,
probably, and he's now looking like that's what my point is here, is that even the guy that we kind of said, well, that's changed now, that's different. Justin Fields hasn't exactly gone out and lit the world on fire at quarterback, and I mean, I don't like that this is the narrative, but the narrative exists. I wonder why it is that Ohio State constantly has this problem, because it's not just on Ryan Day or anything like that, but obviously he's the guy who's supposed to be the quarterback developer who's here now. So what does that say about the current group of guys that are coming through and recruits that are trying to get developed here?
Well, the crazy part is you would think that it definitely impacts them draft wise, right? You would think like people would say, yeah, like it looked good in college. Is it the system? Is he just a system quarterback? I don't know. Yeah. And we didn't see Will Howard this year, so we don't know how the development in Pittsburgh went with him.
That's true. Maybe it'll turn out that he's the guy who fixes this.
We only got like of recent 3 quarterbacks under Ryan Day. That's Dwayne, Justin.
May he rest in peace, obviously.
Dwayne, Justin, and CJ. We haven't seen anything from Will.
And to take that even deeper, I don't know, this might be lunatic fringy, but you say they're draft stock. What about the recruits that are like, man, I want to go to the NFL? And the Ohio State quarterbacks do not pan out in the NFL. Why would I want to go there? I'm not saying every quarterback's going to feel this way, but someone will.
Well, to your point, we've talked a lot about how wide receivers, you just come to Ohio State and you get developed. Now, obviously, Brian Hartline has left. We'll see if that narrative stays, but how many great wide receivers came here because they saw who came before them and said, well, he got developed and turned into a guy. I mean, Jackson Smith-Njigba is doing tremendous things in the NFL. You can go down the list of guys who have had great careers as Ohio State wide receivers and clearly point to it and say, oh, yeah, they develop wide receivers there. So it's not even a fact of like, well, it's just on defense they develop guys, but not on offense. No, they've developed plenty of guys on offense. For some reason, the quarterback position, going back to Tressel and even before that, like, yeah, you have. I'm not blaming any of the coaches necessarily. Ryan Day is here now. I think it's a relevant conversation for now, especially given you have questions probably around Julian saying a little bit about being a system guy. He had one of the highest completion percentages in a regular season that we've ever seen for a quarterback. Yet in the 2 games where he faced the toughest defenses, suddenly he looked very human. In a couple of games where he didn't have 2 top 10 draft picks at wide receiver in Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith, he looked very human against very bad competition in the Big Ten. The question of development is going to be huge for him going into this year, right? Julian Sain was really good this year.
Technically.
But he has to get better next year. Otherwise, I don't think this offense is going to be as good. He's got to improve. That's on quarterback development.
Technically, CJ has regressed every year he's been in the league. His first year, he threw for 4,100 yards, 23 touchdowns, 5 picks. The next year, he threw for 3,700 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks. This year, he threw for 3,000 yards, 19 touchdowns, 8 picks.
Now, I will also say, if you're yelling at your car radio,
he got hurt for 3 games. Yes.
Okay. Well, I was just going to say, I can understand if someone says, well, how's that Ryan Day's fault? It's been 3 years since he worked with C.J. Stroud. That is fair. I agree with that. But the broader narrative that Ohio State quarterbacks don't pan out in the league, which, like I said, goes well beyond Ryan Day, goes well beyond Urban Meyer, I don't know how you fix that. I don't know what the issue is. And like you said, recruiting, I'm sure, has to be somewhat impacted by that. Tavian St. Clair is a Buckeye in part because that man grew up 45 minutes outside of Columbus and is a huge Buckeye fan and is clearly a talented player. So, like, it's not hurting you when you have a guy like that who's a homegrown, who's like a dyed-in-the-wool Buckeye. But I do wonder, outside of that, getting quarterback recruits to come here, the biggest success you've really had here at Ohio State under Ryan Day has been transfers, mostly, wouldn't we say? I mean, yeah. Justin Fields was a transfer. Obviously, Will Howard was a transfer. Yeah. And then the guy you got now, technically, although he was in Alabama for all of a month, but he was a transfer too.
But still, the best player on the team was somebody recruited.
Yeah, they still convinced someone to leave where they were and come to Ohio State.
No, I'm talking about Jeremiah Smith has been the best.
Well, I'm not talking. I'm saying with quarterback. I'm saying the success you've had at quarterback of the guys who've been good. CJ's the one who was here. Yeah, I guess he was. Saying most of the quarterbacks you've had here have been transferred.
I forgot Justin went to Georgia first.
Yeah, right.
Justin,
this is just an interesting thing to keep an eye on. Does it make us lunatic fringe? Maybe.
It's the lunatic fringe.
Well,
I'm clearly
you're always going to do that.
I know, but like what I'm saying is you two are not, and if you two are even saying, there might be a little something to this. If I'm getting a shoulder shrug out of you going, maybe, I think it's a conversation that we're going to have to keep an eye on.
They keep getting, the guys that we recruit keep getting beat out by transfers.
Yeah, that's a good point too. So, something to keep an eye on.
By the way,
honestly, probably the guy who's the answer of who's been the most productive OSU quarterback is the guy who didn't play quarterback here.
Joe Burrow?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the answer.
By the way, I realized that I fired Houston's offensive coordinator on the air. They have not fired him yet.
Oh, okay.
I said they will. I said CJ's about to be on his 3rd one. They haven't fired him. I fired him.
One of our favorite sports conspiracy theories is back in the news. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Monday. We're watching big delays on 71, both in those north and southbound lanes, just north of Polaris, as crews continue to clear up a crash over there. Again, that's in both those north and southbound lanes, north of Polaris. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Don't start the new year with the same old ride. Right now, score low lease payments on all 2026 models, like $149 a month for a brand new Elantra or $159 for a new Sonata. Hurry in and kick off the new year right. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com.
With proof credit $39.95 down plus tax, title, and fees. 2-year lease with 10K miles per year. New Hyundais come equipped with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Ends 2/2.
Guys and ladies, talking to you. Get real about your health this new year with Synergenics and Low T Center. For a limited time, the men's TRT test is free. And ladies, take $200 off the women's hormone test. Say no to diet trends, questionable online treatments, and deceptive pricing from other places. Synergenics and Low T Center are the leading experts. Meet with a real provider, get real medication and real results. Walk in or book an appointment at getmyhealthfix.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Save big on USDA Choice boneless chuck roasts. They're on sale now for just $6.99 a pound with your digital coupon. Limit 5. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Your mornings are jam-packed. So if you're going to add anything, make it your favorite bite from Tim Hortons. Buy any size beverage and add a daily baked donut for $1, a tasty bagel for $2, or a freshly cracked hot breakfast sandwich for just $3. It's the best way to add more to your morning. The 1-2-3 menu, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer in restaurant. Tax extra. Exclusions and terms apply at timhortons.com/offer-terms.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
So let's talk price, Wilson.
Let's talk about the price, Bob.
I hear it a lot. Leslie, aren't Pella windows a bit more expensive?
The actual retail price is.
But we're not. We've got 5 different window lines for the $300,000 to the $3 million home. All are Pella Elite.
Oh, so when I get on the show, I'm going to have to bid lower. That'll come in super handy someday.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
Ohio's public school educators have dedicated their lives to serving their students, and we must trust them as experienced professionals to do the jobs they've been trained to do. Creating the best schools and communities takes every single one of us. Please make sure the educators in your life know how much they are appreciated and respected.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Hi, the Scott Antique Markets are back again at the Ohio Expo Center, featuring hundreds of vendors with collectibles and merchandise from all over the world. The market is one weekend monthly, November through March. Build your family heirlooms. You can find everything that gets old. Just take I-71 to exit 111 to enjoy America's favorite treasure hunt. Visit thescottantiquemarket.com for more information. Come join us at the Ohio Expo Center for the Scott Antique Markets. It's huge. It's the Scott Antique Markets this weekend.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Chances of snow showers this morning, otherwise cloudy skies and cold with temperatures in the teens and breezy winds. The wind and the temperatures are our main story today, as we will see temperatures drop throughout the day today with mostly cloudy skies. Feels like we'll get below zero, and then we'll see those gusty winds today continue into tonight with lows in the single digits, but our feels like below zero yet again with those breezy winds continuing. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Common man, a radio veteran, has a large hemorrhoid. Timmy Hall, a good, clean boy, moonlights as man's hemorrhoid. Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays at 3.
The Fan. Both of these men love the Browns. Also, both of these men hate the Browns. If you know, you know. This is T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right, coming up in about 15 minutes, we will talk to Joshua Perry. He will join us to break down college football national championship game. He is live in Miami, so we'll get a preview of that game. But first, Tyvis has to tell you something.
If you're struggling with erectile dysfunction and are ready to move past the frustration and embarrassment, it's time to call Tri-State Men's Health. There may be no better resolution than finally taking control of that ED. Tri-State Men's Health has the treatments when the pills and the herbals fail. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some of these treatments can have you last an hour or more. Talking to Baker, that's some stuff that happens on Hyatt Road. 2 locations in Columbus. One is in Hilliard, the other one's in Westerville. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit is only $99, which includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a TMPSA test, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. They have an expert staff, and if you're like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. So call them today at 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
The Tyvis Bowl, as I was calling it over the weekend, we talked about it on Friday, the Seahawks and the Niners. Shout out to both of their video departments, because while they didn't highlight your unique connection to both those franchises, which I wish they would have.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been something.
Both of them made hype videos that involved awesome bands. The Niners used a Deftones song for their hype video, which was sick. And then I go over to the Seahawks website to see what they did for theirs, their Twitter account. They posted a video, because they're the Seahawks. There's a band called Turnstile who had one of the best albums last year. They have a song called Birds, which is a fantastic song. And they used that to hype up the Seahawks. So 2 of my favorite bands got used for the hype video for this rivalry. I loved it.
I thought you was going to say the birds don't sing. They screech in pain.
Oh, they could have done clips. Well, I don't know if that would have been a hype video where they're talking about how birds screech in pain. I don't know if they would have wanted that one. The one from Turnstile says these birds don't fly alone. Finally, I can see it. These birds don't fly alone.
Do I need to listen to that on my way?
Oh, it's sick. Yeah.
To heat it?
It's going to get you going. Okay. Yeah, you can do that on your way to the heated.
What's it called?
Pilates or whatever you're doing.
Pilates,
Pilates.
Whatever Nicole and Chris, I'm going to die.
Pilates and yoga is what you're doing.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, you are. You got about an hour before that happens. Anyway, I was just saying that Niners, all the hype was there, and then it turned out to be the Niners have so many injuries, it just sucked.
Back to the birds. Did you know there's people out there that think that birds aren't real?
Yeah, I think
what?
No.
What are you talking about?
I just learned this recently.
Stop. I only have so much room for so many conspiracy theories in one segment.
What are you even talking about?
Hang on. Okay. I think that was like a big internet troll job is what that was. It started out as someone saying that birds aren't real. They're like surveillance cameras for the government. They're not actually. They're all like robots. Yes, and they.
Oh well.
That was. People have jumped on that and turned that into like a big joke thing. I don't think most people who espouse that actually believe that.
No, I had someone say it to me the other day, and they were dead ass serious.
The feds.
That's great. And are you going out for another date with that person? Or is that
yes, I'm dating that person.
For you, Dylan. Congrats. Happy for both of you.
I was trying not to put her on blast. Now you got me in trouble. Thank you.
All right. So the conspiracy theory that is going around with the Niners that's apparently gaining some traction is because Niners are out of the playoffs now. They got blown out. They had more injuries in this game. They've had injuries, of course, with soft tissue injuries left and right. The Niners are statistically above average in the amount of injuries they get every year in the NFL. And so there was an internet theory that was put out there by, it was some guy who's like a YouTuber who basically posted and said, this is all because of the EMFs, the electromagnetic fields. Yes, it's very much that kind of conspiracy theory. Because The Niners practice facility is right next to a very large electric substation where all the, a power station essentially. There's a lot of electricity.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason I bring this up is because who cares about some crazy internet theory, right? Except for the fact that the story came out late last week that agents are getting calls from their players who are saying, hey, you've told me the Niners are interested in me possibly this offseason. Do I want to go there or what's the deal with this theory? They've also, some agents said, they've had players who flat out said, I don't want to go to the Niners because I don't want to risk this theory being true and then I tear an Achilles or something like that and ruin my career. Now, multiple people who study electromagnetic fields, who are professors and experts, have all said, this is bogus. There's nothing to this theory. However, that hasn't stopped us before from having giant conspiracy theories run rampant, despite all the experts saying that's fake, that's not real. So now you have real NFL players who are contacting their agents and saying, can you get a reading? Can you show me that this is not, like you can take there's some kind of electromagnetic reader that you can go out there with and see how much radiation or electromagnetic waves or whatever are coming off these electrical grids. They're asking their agents to send that to them or to send the findings so they can know if this is legit or not. And I just feel like I can't believe some YouTuber's theory is going to cost people like real thousands or millions of dollars because they won't sign with the Niners. That's insane to me.
I will say this. In my 2 years of being with the Niners, I think we led the league in IR twice. So there is something there when it comes to just the injuries. So much that the strength coaches got fired over this because it's like 2 years leading it. Yeah, what you're doing in the offseason is not working, so they fired. I will say I was healthy every game. I did not suffer any injuries there. So therefore, maybe I'm just an Iron Man.
Maybe you are. But also,
you shall overcome, Tyvis.
That's the song of the day. Right. Let me ask you this, though, because the theory that explains, because the Niners, like I said, do really have more injuries than the average NFL team.
Yeah, they do.
But one of the working theories on why that is because their head coach, Kyle Shanahan, who you've played for, he runs a bit of a tougher practice preseason, daily.
No, I wouldn't say that.
That's, whether
unless it's changed.
Supposedly, that's the thing that other players have talked about. I can't remember who it was. Who was their rookie year? Because it was just in the last year or two, someone said this, where they were playing for I think they were playing for another team, and they called their buddy who got drafted by the Niners, and that player said, are you guys still wearing your helmets? And they said, no, we don't wear helmets on these days. And they said, oh, we do. And it kind of reinforced this idea that Kyle Shanahan has tougher practices. I was going to ask, you played for him. You didn't experience that.
No, it was like a regular NFL practice. I didn't really see anything.
Was preseason tougher? Because that's a thing that also people say is that he's way more physical. I mean, he's talked about how the way you build an NFL player is like a callus on your finger. You have to get used to getting hit so that by the time you get to an NFL season, you're toughened up and ready to go.
I don't know if to me, it was just like a practice. I mean,
it wasn't overly physical.
Not to me.
Okay.
I mean, it's like everybody's practice. You go out there with pads on, you do your hitting and whatnot. It's like you ain't bringing nobody to the grass. It was like to me like an old state practice. Like how camp was, and we did 2 days, but they not doing 2 days in the NFL.
Right.
But it was like that. Like I didn't look at it like this is outrageous. I didn't feel like that at all.
Well, that was the theory, was that his practices are tougher than other practices, and that's why they have more injuries. I don't know what that has to do with your ACL necessarily, but that's the work. That's one of the theories that's out there.
The guy who's the leading, the most injury-prone guy finished the season this year. That's Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's true. But over the years, he has definitely. Although I will say, when you go in and bring in, maybe it's a bit of a process of how they evaluate players too, because when he came there, it wasn't like he was an Iron Man and then started getting hurt with the Niners, right? Like he had his injury issues in Carolina as well.
Yeah.
So I just feel like sometimes we don't evaluate this all the same way. Maybe it's an issue of they bring in players who just, maybe they don't vet the injury history of these guys, or maybe they just ignore it and say, we don't care. We'd rather take a risk with that player because if he's healthy, he's really great. But they do have a lot of injuries. We clearly know that. So I understand why the theory exists, but I also think when experts are coming out, like people who study this for a living and are saying there's nothing to this, it's the same radiation they say that the players experience as if you were standing next to your washer and dryer at home. So, I mean, if you think that's causing a problem, if you have your washer and dryer like near your bedroom, you probably have the same exposure at your house.
Let's say it was causing the problem. What are they going to do? Move?
Well, then there literally was an agent quoted in this story anonymously who said they're going to have to move that practice facility because all my guys are asking me about it. Fair or not, they're going to have to move this practice facility. And that's real easy to do in California, Bay Area. Just go get some new real estate and build a new practice facility. That'll be real cheap for them.
That's why it's outside the stadium. It's like we're going to own
right there
all
on the
this
land.
Let's just utilize this land.
Yeah. So I don't put a lot of stock in that theory, but it's out there and apparently people are freaking out about it. I'm just shocked that the agent's getting calls. That's the thing that made me think, whether it's true or not, perception is reality to some degree, right? If that gets out there and everyone believes that.
I didn't think that was the reason. I thought that people didn't want to go to San Fran because it's the highest tax in the NFL.
Well, that might be too, but that's not what they're asking about.
That's the number one thing I was thinking. Like, oh yeah, he getting out. He want his money. You get whatever they offer you. You get. I told you. I showed you my check.
Oh yeah,
tax like 60%.
Yeah.
LW in the chat asks, "What does RFK Jr. think about?"
I don't. You know what? I'm sure he has thoughts. I'm sure I don't want to hear them. I'm sure I have no thoughts on that. Joshua Perry will join us in 2 minutes. We will get a preview of the national championship game, Miami and Indiana from South Beach. Coming up next, T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Monday. Right now we're watching delays on 71 northbound north of Polaris. We've got crashes in both those north and southbound lanes in the Delaware County area. Again, that is north of Polaris on 71 in both those north and southbound lanes. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Baths R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
I lost count of how many foster homes I lived in. 20, maybe more. Each time, a new family, a new room, but never a space that felt like mine.
There are more than 100,000 children in foster care waiting to be adopted. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is working to help find them a permanent home.
Now I have my own room and decorated it myself. And just like my family, it's mine to keep.
If you have room in your home or your heart, see how you can help at davethomasfoundation.org.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. The Buckeyes, the Big Ten, and the rest of college football. We tackle it all in the Breakdown with Joshua Perry.
Former Buckeye NBC sports analyst JP Joshua Perry joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Are we live from South Beach? Are we live from the Miami area? Where are you at, Joshua, this fine morning?
It's downtown Miami. It's not South Beach. That's where guys like Urban. I know he's down here. I'm sure they got him at one of the swanky South Beach hotels. But it's been plenty of fun. Made the trip over there. Done some of the dining experiences. Very interesting. There was an option to do a yacht experience yesterday for a media party, which everybody said was trash. I didn't go, so I guess I'm glad I didn't go. But it's been a lot of fun down here.
I was going to ask, how was have you had any good fine dining while you've been down there? Have you checked out a meal that you recommend, a place you recommend?
Yeah. So there was a spot we went to last night called Rosa Negra, and it was like a fusion steakhouse type of concept. It was Mexican food, but also like, traditional steakhouse staples, etc. And we're in there. We go 6 o'clock reservation. Nobody's in the restaurant. And the restaurant starts to fill in. And it was like every half hour after that, there was a DJ standing there. The DJ would play some music, and these girls would come out, and they would get on the chairs, and they would start dancing. And it was one of those interesting, like, I didn't read about this on the website when we were making the reservation that there would be girls dancing on the tables every 30 minutes. So that was fun.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website now. You'd never know that's what was going on, checking it out.
Right?
But, well, I'm going to have to keep that in mind next time we go down there. We'll have to go check it out.
Josh, as you're down there, have you seen more Indiana fans or is it more Miami fans? What do you think will dominate the scene at the game tonight?
I mean, Miami fans are probably at their homes, right? Like the Indiana fans are where I'm at right now. They're in the kind of touristy parts. They're hanging out at the hotel bars. So I know Indiana has traveled well for this game. I see their fans everywhere. I'm just curious to see when it kicks off how many of the Miami people actually turn out. They had media day at the convention center, and I was over there checking all the things out. And for the Miami portion of it, saw a few Miami fans. I actually met this guy who grew up a Buckeye fan, who was born at Riverside, like moved from Columbus when he was 6 months old. So the fool had a Miami hat and a Ohio State jersey on, which was hilarious.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah. But like, I talked to him and he's like, yeah, we're hoping guys turn out. And like, they didn't have a bunch of people come to media day. All the Indiana fans were at media day and they were like behind the ropes trying to scream at Signetti. Somebody tried to give him a beer. Like, I'm going to enjoy a beer after the game. Somebody gave him a beer and they were like, can't do that. You confiscate that. So Miami's into it. They're excited. I think they got the money to spend on the tickets, but this is home for Miami fans. So I'm sure they're going to want to protect their home.
Joshua Parra joining us on the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Let's talk about the game tonight because I feel like there's a very good reason to believe that Indiana will just continue to physically dominate everyone that they play because they seem to do that. However, Miami presents an interesting challenge there because they've also been one of the more physical teams in college football. Do you think Indiana's, battle the trenches, they prevail there? And if not, does Fernando Mendoza still make a play that just negates whatever Miami does?
It's a very interesting question there because I agree with you. I think these teams mirror each other in a lot of ways. They both want to get the game started on the ground. They want to control the line of scrimmage on either side, right? Fernando is obviously the better quarterback, but Carson Beck's still an experienced quarterback. That drive he had at the end against Ole Miss was proof of that. So I do think there's going to be more tension for Indiana than they've felt all college football playoff. Like, I don't think they're going to do what they did to Alabama or what they did to Oregon in the semifinal. And so what it's going to come down to is a couple things. Number one, I think it's going to be a low possession game. And I don't know who that really favors. These are two teams that both like to possess the football. It kind of manifests in different ways, but they generally end up winning time of possession by the end of the game. And we've seen Indiana in some of these low possession games. They played one against Ohio State. They played one against Iowa. Like, they won the games, but it certainly felt like there was a late play that had to happen in a game like that. And for Miami, it's just what they want to do. So I don't know who it favors. I think points are going to be at a premium. That's the first thing. The second thing is, it's going to sound weird saying, but I think you make the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback beat you. I think that's, if you're Miami, you have to stop the run game for Indiana. And all the games that they've struggled the most, and I mentioned Ohio State, Iowa were games where they struggled. Against Oregon for 3 quarters, they struggled in that game. And against Penn State, they needed the comeback. They didn't run the ball as well as they had in their other matchups. I think that's going to be one of the keys there. But Indiana's been the most consistent team in college football all year. And part of their superpower is they don't make mistakes. Even though Miami is a very talented team and a good team, they're a team that certainly deserves to play for the title. Like, they just had 10 penalties against Ole Miss. And I would trust that Indiana comes up with the 1 or 2 key plays that would probably turn a game like this.
When you look at the spread, it's 8.5. Would you take Miami plus the points? Do you think that's disrespectful?
Did you see the Kurt Signetti video? My friend Nicole Auerbach was doing Sirius Radio, and she was asking about the game. And at the end of his quote, he says that 8.5 points feels like a setup. So Kurt Signetti, he feels like they dangled that out there as rat poison. He respects Miami. I think I respect Kurt Signetti probably a little bit too much at this point. Might be the greatest coach of all time. So the 8.5 to me feels like a reasonable number. Like all the scenarios I run in my mind, it feels like it ends up being Indiana by 10. Like I think it's a 24 to 14 type of affair. And Indiana's hoisting the trophy. So 8.5 might feel big for a national championship game, but I don't know if it's big for this Indiana team.
Let's talk college football playoffs. There is also apparently a bunch of meetings going on. There was supposedly a deadline, but then I read another article that said the deadline is actually this week. Either way, the powers that be in college football, SEC, Greg Sankey wants to move to a 16-team playoff. Tony Petitti from the Big Ten wants it to be a 24-team. Eventually, 16 could be the starting point, but they want to change it again in 3 years. They seem to be at an impasse on that. Do you expect there will be any change in that, or do you think we're going to get 12 teams again started next year?
Yeah, I think the deadline is the 23rd, and it certainly doesn't feel like they got any closer in their meeting that they had yesterday on agreeing on a new format. And part of the reason why is exactly what you said. There's this, well, is it going to be 16, and are we just going to stay there, or are we doing 16 with the idea that we want to keep expanding them more? And if the idea is that they want to expand again, I think that they're in this mode of, well, let's not change the format too many times before we agree on what we would like the final iteration to be. You go from 12 teams to 16 teams, and then 2 years from now, you go to 24 teams. Like, fans are going to be pissed off. It's just too much. Like, why are we doing that? So I think that's part of the conversation is I don't even think these guys can agree with what they want the format to look like, for 5 years away from now. So they don't want to change it for the next couple years just to change it again down the line.
Do you think it's messed up that Darian Mensah from Duke waited till the last day to hop in the portal?
Yeah, I mean, this is he's probably the biggest name that did it, but there were a lot of kids who ended up screwing their teams a little bit by kind of, somebody threw them a Hail Mary offer and they were like, I can't not get in the portal. I'll be curious to see what the drama is like at the ACC office, because if I'm Duke and I won the conference, by the way, and I'm watching Miami get all of the money for the ACC from the college football playoff, like they get to keep all that. And then they poach my quarterback, I'm shooting somebody. Like, what are you talking about? Like, why are we going to let that happen? And are you guys going to do something about this? Because this can't be a thing. You can't let this happen. So that's where I'm looking at the fallout is like, does anybody in that conference office say like, hey, Miami, like you're foul for doing that and we have to punish you one way or another?
Yeah, it's a very bad system the way we're currently doing it. Not that I'm against players moving or getting paid, but yeah, that's the way that's working now with the money where you can just poach a guy last minute and leave. Now, what does Duke do? That's a very bad system we have there. Joshua, appreciate it. Here's what we're going to do. Off season's about to hit for college football, but we're still going to have you back every week. Is that cool?
Sounds great. I would love to.
Great. I think we'll talk NFL, draft, combine. You and Tyvis can tell old war stories, whatever you want to do. We'll figure it out. Mondays at 8:30. We'll find something to do.
Speaking of me and Tyvis telling old war stories, I actually went on my PFF and I scrolled back to 2014 and 2015 to look at some grades and some stats. Boy, do the PFF grades and stats tell a story? I'd love to dive into that next week.
All right, next week.
I don't want to hear.
We're going to dive into both of them.
Hear about it.
Oh, I do. I do very much so. Have fun down there, Joshua. We're looking forward to it. All right. Thanks again.
All right. Take care, guys.
There you go, JP, on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline live from Miami this morning. Indiana, Miami. They're saying the get in the door ticket price still over $2,000.
What?
Yeah, it's insane. I'm telling you.
It says this flow is $425.
Oh, is that new? Because the one I saw today said it was on
ESPN. I just got tickets as low as $425.
Well, that must have changed because that must be in the last 12 hours or something. Because yesterday they were talking about it still being over $2,000.
Get to the game
just to get in.
Wait for it to start.
Yeah, that's what you have to do.
Then you got to bow ahead.
That's exactly right. All right, we will hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Monday. Watching heavy delays on 70 westbound right near Wilson Road. We've got a crash with multiple lanes blocked. Expect to be slow moving as you're taking those westbound lanes out of the outer belt this morning. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Aaron, when we say same-day furnace installation, what does that mean exactly?
It means if you call us in the dead of winter because your furnace has died, we will install a new furnace the same day.
So by same day, you mean like the next day, but within 24 hours?
No, Jerry, the same day you call.
How can we do that? Do we really have furnace techs just sitting here waiting for emergency calls?
Yes.
And we have a whole warehouse full of different furnaces, so we'll have one ready to go no matter what you need?
Yes.
And we have extra trucks in the fleet, just parked and ready to be loaded at a moment's notice?
Yes.
How do we do that?
Jerry, how could we not do that? If your heat goes out in the middle of winter, that's an emergency. So we'll be there the day you call.
We should install a pole the guys can slide down, like firefighters.
No, Jerry, and please don't suggest that in front of the team.
GetEco.com.
Some journeys start small, with small pause and big purpose.
Look how little fly, you sweet girl.
Every great partnership begins with the first step,
Let's go.
guiding them through the world so one day they can guide someone through life. With shared experience, confidence grows, and the path becomes clear. It takes time, patience, and love. But the reward lasts a lifetime.
Good girl, Bob.
You don't just raise a puppy. You raise a future. Become a Dogs Inc. puppy raiser. Give a dog a purpose. Give someone hope.
Learn more at dogsinc.org.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Dr. Mark Levy can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring. Sleep better. Live better.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you're cold in your home, even with the heat on, your old windows are the problem. Window Nation makes it easy with their buy 4, get 4 windows free sale. Plus, you could get no payments, no interest for 2 years. Hurry, the sale ends soon, so schedule your free estimate now. WindowNation.com. Hey, it's T-Bone again. Listen up. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Dr. Mark Levy's been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results. And now he has an office in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. I am quite aware of the dangers being on the road. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. These families' lives will be changed in an instant. We fight for these families as if they were our own. We've become America's largest injury law firm by winning cases just like these. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Yo, I'm your old basketball. Haven't seen you out on the courts in a while. Why not pass me over to Goodwill? Donating me helps Goodwill's mission to provide career training and support services right here in the community. And that's a slam dunk. Donate today. Hey, I got next.
To find your nearest Goodwill locations and to learn more about our mission, please visit goodwill.org. Goodwill, where your things start new lives.
What's the best way to make sure you don't miss any of your favorite fan shows? Oh no. Download the Fan app, silly.
Ah, damn it, I knew that.
App Store, Google Play, or just scream right at your phone. Psst, you can also listen to Buckeye games. Do it now. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tyvis Powell is a legendary Buckeye. T-Bone loves to eat Buckeyes. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, if you want to go see a bunch of heavy bands this summer out at a prison, Incarceration is coming for you yet again. Big music festival, 3 days up in Mansfield. We have tickets to give away every day on the show this week. I have tickets to give away in the 6 o'clock hour. So make sure you're listening bright and early with us. Never know when, but every day in the 6 o'clock hour, I will have more incarceration tickets to give away. We gave a couple out this morning, and we'll keep doing it. Lots of good bands there. Limp Bizkit's headlining. You like Limp Bizkit, right, Tyvis?
Never heard of.
You're lying.
Give me a song.
Break stuff.
I did it all for the Nookie. Come on, the Nookie. Yeah.
I gotta hear it.
You've heard break stuff.
I gotta hear it. Hold
Baker.
on. Wait a minute. Let me.
Do you believe this guy
Let me cut my mic off for a second. Let me see.
Why don't you believe it?
That's a lie.
I never believe him. It's all about the he said, she said.
Break stuff, you say?
Yes.
So you can't play it. It's very.
I'm about to cut it low.
You can't. No, it's going to play on the microphone. I can't.
I'm going to cut my mic off for a second.
Okay, it's going to pick up on the other microphones. This is good.
No, he's going to play it really low. just let him live, T-Bone. That's what he wants to do.
I mean, he's heard it before. He just doesn't realize he's heard it.
He also, earlier today, he quoted Cypress Hill, how I could just kill a man. And I said, you should check out this band called Rage Against the Machine, who also took that song and did some stuff with it. You should.
I don't know what he's doing right now.
This is having a seizure.
What is this?
Tyvis, do you like Limp Bizkit? Are we good with Fred Durst?
I've never heard it before.
You've never heard this stuff?
This break stuff. I've never heard it, but I like it.
Oh,
I like it. What's the other song?
There's a lot of them. He has a lot. Take a Look Around, Nookie. I mean,
hold on. I like the way that sound. Hold on.
Is this what we're doing now?
Wait a second. Is this a new Tri-State Men's Health commercial?
Well, Baker, while he listens to bands we heard about 30 years ago, how was Reds Fest? I saw you were down there. I saw Jeff Tito Thidoff was down there, not to be confused with the actual Tito who manages the team.
Yeah, we had
fun down there.
We had real Tito and fake Tito in Cincinnati this weekend. That's for sure. No, it was a blast being down there. I couldn't believe how actually full it was, how many people were there, and how many they had a bunch of cool exhibits and shops and things. You could get cool old Reds pictures, Reds cards, all kinds of Reds memorabilia, Dayton Dragons, Daytona Tortugas, which are some of their minor league teams.
Yeah.
So there was all kinds of stuff, a bunch of interactive stuff as well. I think we've got a video of Tito harassing a real-life armadillo, or at least the armadillo's handler.
Okay.
So that was interesting, but it was pretty cool. It was a pretty fun weekend, and you mentioned Terry Francona, the real Tito. We got to talk to him, and I think it was probably a bucket list for me and Jeff Tito Thidoff to talk with Marty Brenneman and interview him. I saw that too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
So.
That's on the fan YouTube channel and all of our socials. You can go see some of those videos as well. But the one that came across my timeline first that I saw was
America's team.
Jeff Thidoff, because there's so many Titos. I had Tito trying to break 50 miles an hour on the gun out the pitching mound.
Was he really?
He took 3 attempts and, spoiler alert, did not crack 50.
So I had Tito's back.
Is that on the fans?
Yeah, you can go find it. It's on our Instagram. It's all there. You got to go look that up. It's great.
So I had Tito's back until I saw him step on the mound. And 1, he almost fell when he stepped on the mound. And 2, just the way he was holding the baseball, like he had it back here, but I was like, yeah, no, he's not getting there.
There was no whip on the arm. There was no nothing velocity wise. I mean, which I get. I mean, I wouldn't have any either. I don't think I would crack 50 either.
I will say this. I don't know how great the jugs gun that they were using or whatever it was because there was hardly nobody got over 50 that I saw. There were some kids that were a little younger, like maybe 8th grade, 9th grade, but they play baseball all the time. And I think one of them got 51, and I'm like, there's no way this kid isn't throwing harder than that. So I think they were a little skewed.
You throw it?
I did. There's a video of it.
Did you make 50?
I did not.
What'd you get?
I think 47.
I feel like I could have whipped you 50.
Probably could have. I've never had a strong arm, though. I know that for a fact.
My arm's been pretty strong.
It was,
I mean, how you think Cardell could throw so? He's the fruit of my loins. It's genetics.
Well, he probably would have blew a hole through the machine.
He probably would have.
Right.
That's how Cardell threw every pass. It was me to you, and he was throwing it 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, take some off. What do you have to say about did you see the report about Kevin getting the job with Atlanta but taking Bill Callahan with them?
Makes sense, doesn't it? They have a working
Are they
relationship.
going to take Chad O'Shea?
I don't know.
They should.
Do I even know who Chad O'Shea is?
He's the wide receivers coach.
Oh, gosh.
He's the only.
You can have him.
Tyvis, the three of us could coach receivers better than that. So now, in his defense, he's not working with a lot, but
That's
we're
right.
good.
They're allegedly taking Tommy Reese and your favorite, Bubba Vetrone.
Please take Bubba Ventrone. Oh, my God. Yes.
I'm not going to lie, and this is no offense to Jim
Welcome
Schwartz.
to Atlanta, Bubba. Enjoy.
If Jim Schwartz stays, okay, that's fine. I don't care if you take all. Get rid of all of them.
Yeah.
I don't want any of them.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
New regime. If you're going to have a new head coach, you need a new voice and a new regime and all that.
I completely agree with you. All right, Bishop and Friends coming up 9 to noon right here on The Fan. Thanks, Baker.
Hey,
I'm looking forward to it.
fun.
There we go.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the chill? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on Train furnaces, including 0% APR for 60 months.
It's an article from CNN Health. It says if you're exercising and you're not used to specifically the heat of a hot yoga or hot Pilates class, here's what to watch for.
Oh, boy.
The risk of dehydration, heat exhaustion, heat stroke, and fainting are exacerbated tremendously when you work out in the extreme heat of one of those sessions. They say to make sure you drink at least 16 to 20 ounces of water before you go, 2 to 3 hours beforehand, plus another 8 ounces about 30 minutes beforehand. When do you start, Tyvis? 9:30? Is that when you're...
Yeah.
Okay.
How big would you say this is?
Well, that's what she said. I don't know the answer on
24 ounces. The cup you're drinking is what he's asking about.
I think that's a 32 at least. Maybe a 40.
It's a 20.
It looks like it's got to be a
30. It's a 30.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
A 30
so you got a 30
ball.
ounce
So
stand.
we got that one checked.
That's good.
Got it.
Also, during the class, be sure to watch for warning signs that your body is struggling. If you feel dizziness, nausea, confusion, well, Tyvis.
Well, they're not going to be able to catch me if I fall. Like Nicole and Kristen, they're going to be like, yeah, nah, you just going to have to hit the floor on this one.
Yeah. Nicole Sheridan and Kristen McFarland from 10 TV are taking you to hot yoga Pilates class. Also, watch out for rapid heartbeat or fatigue. I have those now, just sitting here. So this is going to be not for me.
Should we have EMTs on hand at this workout?
Yeah.
It sounds like it.
Yes.
That's right.
Please do.
Yeah. Just... Do you need one of those little? Remember the things where like help I've fallen and I can't
right
get
around
up.
your
You just
neck.
hit the button and you hit the button and they call
Lifeline.
Yeah, exactly right. They do say that young healthy adults can generally handle the heat, but that's not you. So be careful if you have any issues where you've not been working out regularly. So just all right.
Well, the good news is I've been working out regularly. So
regularly?
Yeah.
Not according to Rusty. Rusty in the chat says you're
Rusty
never
skip. That man ain't took a hard step in his life.
That's what I wanted to hear. All right, have fun at your class. We'll look forward to hearing about it tomorrow morning. Bishop and Friends is coming up next to talk about things you actually care about. That's all next. T-Bone and Tyvis. We'll see you tomorrow on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and happy Monday to you. Still watching a crash on 70 westbound just past Wilson Road. We've got crews responding to an issue that has multiple lanes blocked going westbound. Again, expect delays as you're heading westbound on I-70 out of the metro. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Hey,